Let me know when.
Okay. We could potentially be live now.
We are live. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Make sure we're live here. And we are. So,
excellent.
Welcome to the after party. Saturday night on the YT.
Okay.
Early Slice and I just finished recording the newest episode of Brothers of the Pipe podcast, where we smoked the amazing Gawith Hogarth rum flake or Jamaican flake, depending on what you want to call it. It is the same blend. Obviously, we enjoyed it based on me saying the amazing rum flake. But yeah, if you want to hear the scoop on it, go check it out tomorrow, wherever you listen to podcasts.
We got Static Age Show. We have Darren. What's going on, gentlemen? We have David G. What's going on, buddy? Hope you are doing well. So happy for everyone to join us here tonight. It's been a little bit of a crapshoot getting everything going. We were a little bit late to the party. PAD Anonymous, good evening. Just seen your comment while I was taking a leak. By the way, that is absolutely a Geisley rail on that rifle. That rifle is the... it's a very specific rifle, and we'll talk about it sometime if you want to. Blue Cord Custom, Lukester, Scott, Sunshine Bushcrafter. What is going on, my people? Guys, I'm sorry I was a little bit late. This is totally my fault.
David, glad to hear from you, David G. I was thinking about you today, bud. I noticed I haven't seen you on Tobacco Estates or haven't seen any comments on YouTube. I haven't posted, but just want to make sure you're doing good. So good to see you on here, bud.
Had a really lovely smoke on the podcast there, guys. Hey, looky here, Kevin, the Winchester Piper. Guys, this is the first time, man, it's been the hardest cigar I've ever possessed in my life not to smoke immediately. I have, and Hunter has, a couple, 3 each actually, of these Foundation Cigars, Tabernacle, Havana Seed Lanceros. This is a Connecticut-grown Havana Seed wrapper over a Mexican San Andreas binder and fillers from Nicaragua and Honduras. And I've had the other sizes, and I cannot wait to try this one. This will be my first one here tonight, and I really cannot wait. Static Age Show has, what is it, Hunter?
I was just saying, I'm a huge fan of that line, but I haven't had the Connecticut or Havana Seed wrapper version yet, so I'm really, really excited for that.
Oh, it's the best out of the line. Static Age Show just lit up CAO Surplus Maduro. Good timing indeed. Sunshine Bushcrafter, how you doing, bro? Oh, Carolina Kirk, Walt, what's going on, buddy? Justin is in the chat. Steve Chamberlain's in the chat. Scott Parrothead Piper is in the chat. My goodness, guys, so great to see everybody here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Kevin, go ahead and jump in here, man. I know we talked about it earlier. Would love to have a talk with you. Cameron is in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Smokey Stash on Instagram. Everybody go check him out.
So I had a CAO cigar today as well. I had the CAO Amazon Basin Dagger.
You did. You had the Amazon Basin Dagger. Well, fantastic cigar. John P., what's going on, brother? What's up, gentlemen? Hope everyone is well. Smoking some St. Bruno's Flake tonight. I still need to try that. Walt's got one of mine, Hunter. He's got the best brown.
I've got some St. Bruno's Flake sent to me from Walt that we can split up and give a try sometime.
That was John P. that's smoking that. Walt's having the best brown. Best Brown's a really good one. So
I've heard a lot of talk about St. Bruno lately. That's a classic that's been around.
I haven't tried it. Here we go, guys, with the Foundation Cigars, Tabernacle, Havana Seed, Lancero.
I've had the St. Bruno Ready Rubbed. I haven't had the flake yet, but I'm going to try it soon enough. I have it in a jar that Walt sent. And Static H Show says the daggers are great. This is my second one I have had. Dakota, you gave me a full 5-pack. And I was craving not just a cigar today, but specifically the dagger for some reason. And had to light up the second one. Really, really enjoyed it. Welcome to the show, Kev. Good to have you back.
Hey, what's up, Kevin, fellas?
Give me 1 second here. Hunter, Steve Chamberlain's asking, where can I find Falcon Balls? Can't seem to find them. Check on eBay, but there's a couple artisan carvers that are making Falcon specific
So
bowls.
what I would
JD
recommend,
Wolf is making them. The guy from Ohio is making. Go ahead, Hunter.
I'll tell you who I like really well is Etsy, Etsy.com, and it's Don Warren, DonWarron or En. Anyways, he makes custom bowls for like Falcons and Kristens, and even like Dr. Grabo Vikings. They're around $50 a piece. Really, really well done. But Don Warren is who I would go to if you need a Falcon bowl.
Kevin, hey,
Yeah, buddy.
listen, this is maybe the most anticipated cigar of my whole life, man. I've smoked a lot of cigars. I don't know. I went full autism into cigars for a long time. This one is not available for me. Robert's been talking about it, and it's like every
That's
time he talks about it, I'm like, hey, where'd you get it? And he's like, Kevin bought
by
it.
us. It's
Kevin bought a
by
whole
us.
box, right?
It's readily available by us, so I got a whole box
Well,
because he was talking it
once
up
I
so
looked
much.
online at this certain size, they are available. I just didn't realize it. And
Yeah,
this is one of the things I said in the video when I announced that I had this cigar. Even before I had it, I knew I liked the Vitola, right? I love the makeup of the cigar. When you find a cigar you like, guys, try to find it in a smaller ring gauge. Change those proportions up. You might have a magical experience with it. And that's what I'm sure is going to happen with this.
yeah. Especially for a new guy getting into cigars, it's can be a lot more complicated than even pipes and pipe tobacco because the,
It's its own animal, Kevin. It really is its own thing, brother.
The combinations are endless. And that's why last week when Robert was saying, I was videoing him when I was at the shop by us, and he said it looked like a warehouse. Because it is the store, the lounge.
That's right. That's right.
Is right by where he just dropped his son off at school, and it's overwhelming when you walk in and you don't know what you're doing because
oftentimes I wonder with like someone that's working a humidor at a retail outlet, how much is random, how much is their preference imposed over the new guy. Like you almost don't know like how people end up finding cigars because you're right. There is a freaking available.
It would take you forever if you just randomly went in and said, "Oh, let me try this, let me try that."
Oh, because this has a cool band, that has a cool name. Let me try one of each.
And some of them are they're so intricate in some of the designs. It's almost even hard to know what manufacturer it is. The names, you're looking on the little ring, like you're like, wait, which one is this? What is that one? And then some of them, like I love the Fuente, the Hemingway series.
Who does that?
Like
which one you have there?
This one
is that a short story?
This one, no, I thought it was a short story. I read the short story. This is a little bit bigger. This is the bestseller.
I haven't had that specific one. I've had I've had a bunch of the regular size Hemingways. I've had a bunch of the short stories. I'll tell you something to look out for, Kevin, if you can find it. If you like the short story, look for the short story Maduro. They're only available a couple times a year.
They have it at
the
Humidor.
At least get one to see if you like it.
Yeah.
Problem is if you like it, when you try to stock up on them, it won't be available.
And then they had one that was, I guess, it's a combination. It had the natural and the Maduro wrapper, so it looked two-tone.
Barber pole is what we call that.
Oh, is that what it? Okay.
Yeah, barber pole.
That's another. I was like, what is that one? So it's overwhelming. And that's
Hunter is a huge fan of the Cameroon wrapper. Me and him explored that one extensively. Hunter really loves the Cameroon, and that's what's used on the Hemingway is a African Cameroon wrapper. And actually, the patriarch of the J.C. Newman family is who discovered and brought Cameroon tobacco to America back in the day.
So is that like the big ones? Is the Connecticut, the Maduro? and the Cameroon? Are those like the
Connecticut can mean a lot of things. And the way you say Connecticut, you probably mean Connecticut shade. And I'm typically not a fan, right?
Okay.
That being said, you talk about Nick of Foundation Cigars, who lives in, and he's like umpteenth generation in the Connecticut River Valley. He's grown Connecticut broadleaf, Havana seed in the Connecticut River Valley. Connecticut can mean a lot of things.
And they're all referred to as Connecticut.
Yet 99% of Connecticut in the cigar world will mean Connecticut shade grown. I'm not a fan of that typically.
Okay, and that's typically the lighter.
Very light, very thin wrappers, kind of a bitter taste.
I'm not a big fan of Connecticut shade, but I really love Connecticut seed grown in Ecuador. So like Ecuadorian shade grown, or what do you call that, Dakota? I'm losing my mind.
Ecuadorian shade grown just means that the high regions in Ecuador, there's so much cloud cover, right? They don't have so much direct sunlight. That is the terminology it's still going by.
That's why it's good for growing coffee there as well.
Dude, the Ecuadorian wrappers, everything they do is phenomenal. I'm such a big fan.
But they're a Connecticut seed, so it's actually a Connecticut wrapper.
But it's even the Ecuadorian Sumatran, which like Sumatran seed, which really means Indonesia, sometimes it's like it tastes funky and weird and bad. When it's done in Ecuador, like when Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust and some of these companies do it, it's S tier, Kevin. It gets no better, man.
Something with the Connecticut profile that I'm actually a big fan of because it's Ecuadorian Connecticut per se. Look up the cigar called Rose of Sharon. That's one that I actually really enjoy.
That's LFD,
right?
Let me look it up real quick.
It's the Rose of Sharon. Isn't that Southern Draw?
It is Southern Draw. Thank you, Kevin.
Southern
yes,
Draw,
sir.
right?
That's who does Jacob's Ladder, Hunter, that we both like.
Yes.
Because they also say that somebody's telling me that the Southern Draw Hands of 300 was a really good, like.
I didn't have that one. Guys, let me get caught up real quick on chat. We have Smoke Snacks. We have Brutal. We have Sonoran Slinger. Lukester. I think I said hey to Lukester. If not, I'm sorry. We got Doc Watson. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a great podcast recording talking about cigars at the moment, but Kevin here, he's got a pipe, and we don't even know what he's smoking yet.
Just came in yesterday. The Nylon 9 Cult of the Serpent.
Listen,
this stuff is sick.
I knew that was going to come out, and I kind of blew the pooch on it. And then you texted me earlier, and all of a sudden, dude, my skirt's like blown up. I'm like, oh,
I just packed both your samples. They'll be going out on Monday.
Oh, brother,
so this stuff. I mean,
I don't deserve you, Kevin.
20-year-old Syrian Latakia. It's got like 12-year-old Turkish. It's all aged. It's crazy how he sources all this aged tobacco from like old tins and different. Like he was explaining how he sources all this crazy rare old tobacco.
This is the umpteenth level of how nuanced you can get with it. Like I do know his methodology is as intense as you can get, which is
and that's why he was saying normally he'll limit it to 1 jar each when he drops, because he just can't make that much because it's all small batch stuff that he sources, and luckily with this I ordered the one, and then later that day he messaged me and he's like, hey, you want me to invoice you for one more? I was like, yes, if they're left, I'll take another one. So I was able to snag 2 jars of it, and again, it comes in a jar. It's got 20-year-old Syrian Latakia in it. It's $35 shipped.
It's incredible.
Not to throw shade at some of the other, small blenders, but that's about the same as.
You didn't have to be as hospitable and generous as you have been. Thank you so much. We're going to make, I'm sure, a podcast episode out of this. This what you send is going to go a long ways, brother, and we're going to get the word out that there's people out there doing incredible stuff.
This is when I tell you this, I'm being sincere. I'm being honest. I get something out of this because you're going to tell me what you taste in that cigar that my newbie palate doesn't know. And then when I hear you say it, then when I smoke, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's what it is I'm tasting. because I have a general idea. And it's going to be the same with this stuff. This stuff is so high end and nuanced. Like I'm thinking I'm tasting something, but I don't know if that's the Smyrna. I don't know if it's the Syrian Latakia. I don't know if it's the Turkish. And when you two dissect it and smoke it, you'll pick it out. And then I'll be like, okay.
I can't wait.
For you, like I'm using you guys as like training wheels.
Well, let me tell you a trade secret. It's just between me and you. Don't let anyone else know. I fake it. I enjoy it like a caveman.
You just want tobacco reviews and just read
put the leaf in the thing and put the flame, and then I listen really closely to what my brother's saying. Right?
No.
Yes, this is what I do. I listen to what Hunter's saying because he's like an actual super taster. I'm not, dude. I just enjoy it. Right? And then I'm like, listen to what he says, and I kind of just re-chop it up, and I'm like, actually, I have an opinion, and let me tell you.
The joke's on Dakota. I just watched Walt's video to get my
At some point, we're going to get to patient zero. And we're going to talk to the guy that actually knows what he's talking about.
Let me get caught up in chat, guys.
And it's probably going to be Chris. Because Chris just knows everything.
It's always Chris. Listen, Chris is never freaking wrong. Do not argue with Chris. Chris is right about freaking everything. I feel so sorry for his wife. She's trying to make biscuits, and Chris is like, actually... And he's not wrong, you know what I mean?
No, he's not. That's
objectively
the
verify
part,
this stuff.
He's not wrong.
That's right.
I think he's a time traveler.
He might be. ACAT, ACAT, I have no idea, is in the chat. He says, Indonesia has something like Latakia and it's strong. I would love to try it. Hillbilly Piper's in the chat. Donnie, what's going on, brother? We have something heading your way really soon. I'm looking forward to it. He's talking about the cheesecloth for the shade grown. Ghost of Latakia is in the chat. Hey, brother, how are you doing? He says, evening, guys. And Corojo wrappers better than everything else. Smoking 10 Russians. Two things there, Ghost of Latakia. Honduran Corojo is chef's kiss. It's really, really good. And about the 10 Russians, if you like the Captain Earl stuff, I smoked it exclusively for 2 or 3 years. Try the Night Watch. I actually think Night Watch is a tad better than 10 Russians, although I have a soft spot. I love 10 Russians. William Dispinetti, might be saying that wrong. Excuse me if I am. Good evening. Pipe Philosophy, Chris, Brothers of the Pipe. What's going on, brother? And Early Morning Pipe. What's going on, sir? Thank you for stopping by. So good to see everybody in the chat here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let us know what you're smoking. We're having a really good time. Kevin, what did you say you're smoking tonight, though?
You're
Island
9.
You're having the good. And what pipe are you having it in?
Second bowl. Oh, so this is the Dottle and Briar that won off America's 250th.
Oh, that's right. You did get that. Don't tread on me.
Man, I was amazed when I saw the post on Facebook. I said, let me go over and see who got it. And then let me put it in the cart. And I was like, all right, that's got to be a fluke. And then when it actually let me check out, I still didn't believe it until I went back online and he confirmed it. I was like, how did I get, like, that never happens to me. I thought that thing would have been gone in seconds. And this thing is, he is so underrated, man. And I'm trying to get as much of his stuff as I
price,
can before he blows up.
When I'm talking about MMA fighters and you're talking about like per pound, like capacity for a fighter, like this guy,
like Mighty Mouse.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Steve at Donald and Briar, per dollar, what you get per dollar, guys. He's coming in at or below factory prices for an artisan carver. He is incredible.
America's 250th pipe, and it was like the price of a 7 Ellie. It's crazy. And I have him now making me one a little bit more bent and a little bit lighter on the stain with a blue line. Retired police officer, a blue line pipe, so it's gonna be blue with some silver and stuff. And he's
retired LEO as well, which is cool.
He's a retired federal, and he just made one for another guy, another blue line pipe, and it came out great. So, and this one smokes so good, and it's such a great cleanser because it weighs nothing. And so I said maybe one of these.
And the value is just untouched out there. Doc Watson, he's asking who's selling the pipe. That is Dottle and Breyer. His name's Steve. Awesome gentleman. I own several of his pipes. I cannot recommend him highly enough. What you get for the money is there's nothing else comparable on the market. I'll just be frank with you. House of Manners, Robert. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you doing? Pipe Philosophy says can't stay long. I hope you have a great life. Thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by. I really, really do. Nice, Ghost Atlantica. Nice, bro. So, Kevin, you got more than one of his pipes?
Yeah, I got one of the first.
I'm going to run him all over the place tonight.
One of the first artisan pipes I got was from
nice,
him.
Doc. I'm glad you found him, dude. I'm a huge proponent.
And it
Look
was
at
this
that.
beautiful bulldog.
Beautiful bulldog. Smooth belly and shank, rusticated.
And then rusticated up top,
lip
almost
up there.
looks kind of like plateau. Nice,
Yes.
diamond thing.
Incredible.
Guess how much he charged me for this pipe? I got this about 6-8 months ago.
Yeah, it was about $120 probably.
A little bit less. It was $115.
Yeah, man. Listen, Steve is incredible. He's an awesome gentleman.
Yeah.
And to say his prices are fair, no, you're paying less than factory prices for an artisan-made pipe made correctly with good material. It's really
this year
good stuff.
Chicago was the first pipe show he's ever sold at. And he was so funny. He's like, "Oh, I don't know if anybody's going to buy my stuff." It's like, "Are you crazy? Like, you're not going to be able to."
Chris did a good deed because Chris always does. But he introduced him to a lot of the correct people to really get his name churning within the I think he helped give him a foothold within the right people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the right other makers, established makers and stuff.
Makers, and more specifically, I'm thinking of like some of the
industry.
people who invest in makers and then talk about it. You know, Jay Furman. I'll put it that way. Chris.
Yeah. Chris, the influencers.
Yes, absolutely. So Chris is a blessing to the community. We don't deserve him, and
the guy's at a review in Jolly St. Nick right now.
How's everybody getting this crap so early, man?
Because they're influencers, and they're all in Jeremy, and
Well, I didn't go. I went. Listen, I tried to go back room with the Ladisi guys at Muletown, and I met Hitler. So it all went weird for me. I did.
That one guy was weird, man.
We're not joking.
That one Ladisi guy. No, not Jeremy, and not Shane.
The cowboy hat guy.
Was it the cowboy hat guy?
The cowboy hat guy. We're all railing
on
this
guy. We were talking about him a couple months ago.
I had the strangest influence with him. I'm like, does Ladisi know that you're representing them right now, dude? Because you are a strange
such a bad attitude, man. He was so arrogant.
Terrible attitude.
I tried to have an honest conversation with the guy, and he's like,
Hey, Kevin, we looked him up one day while we were on here. I'm not going to publicly throw who it is.
Chris did that. Chris was so much fun with that, man.
Like, we know who it is. It was like...
Well, Chris, I think, didn't Chris say he actually knows, like, he knows the guy? And, like, wasn't he saying it wasn't really out of character? Like, that's who the guy is.
Yeah, that dude's a douche nozzle.
Yeah.
Chris knows everyone, by the way. Not only is he never wrong, he also knows everyone.
Right. Yeah, the problem with that guy was he was the first Ladisi representative that people ran into because he was in the merch room.
That's right. The early day. That's right.
And then so he left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And then when you went back to the table, you were kind of already like, oh,
he's not the only one that did, though. I'll be honest.
No.
He's not the only one that did.
The one that everyone talked to because he was at the merchant table. And then when he left there, he went over and hung out with Hitler. So it's like you have this bad impression, and then he's hanging out with Hitler. So it's like, that's weird.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, well,
that was a weird experience.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to give up on the big corporate guys. I love promoting these little smaller guys. We were talking about this in podcast tonight. Nova, Cal Hughes at Nova, Pavel at Smoking Bay. Some of these smaller up-and-coming shops. I love supporting these guys. But it's not to say that I don't do business with smoking pipes. I absolutely do. I found some of my best estate pipes.
You almost have to. Right, you almost have to. They're like Amazon. I mean, you have to.
They're doing some stuff right, though. We're talking about an American company. They're producing American manufactured tobacco. There's a lot of stuff I can get behind. And then there's like some of the stuff that you're just like.
And their prices are hard to beat, you know. And again, you guys just reviewed that Low Country blend a couple episodes ago, right? You know, their Low Country. Got some pretty good stuff.
Yes, the Crescent Rising, but the PD is phenomenal as well. We did behind the PD is incredible. If anyone's looking for a burley blend, guys, we got Brian Banner. He says the Pipe Hunter. I'm about to open a can of Guinness right now. Alec is in the chat. Howdy, everyone. Alec did a really cool video today. I would implore everyone to go check that out. And you look, it's like Beetlejuice. He says his name 3 times, and MKE Chris is here. And everyone, take back all the nice things I said about him because he's present. What's going on, Chris? Hope you're doing well, buddy.
But yeah, and I agree. It was a weird interaction with the one Ladisi guy at Briarworks. It was odd to see them hanging out with essentially Hitler, and they seemed to really know the guy. He was there. But yeah, you know, I do enjoy SmokingPipes.com. I think it's a beautifully set up website. I love how I can easily find things, get information. I buy a lot of tobacco off there. They do a lot of sales. So I'm not anti-big guy. But at the same time, okay, I was just talking about this on the podcast. Let's take Pavel over at SmokingBay.com. When I buy a pound of HH Old Dark Fire that hasn't been made in a year, and I screw up my own shipping address, and I don't check the email for a week, he was still holding on to it because he's like, nah, he wants it. He'll message me once he realizes. So, I mean, and I'm not saying Smoking Pipes customer service is bad. I'm not saying that at all. But, like, the way Pavel took care of me in this, like, very crucial moment for me, you know what I mean? It was just, like, through the roof. And then on top of that, I love Wessex. I love Freiberg and Traeger. I love Dan Tobacco. That stuff is really hard to get at SmokingPipes.com. It sells out so quickly there, but I can go to sites like Smoking Bay, and I can go to Nova Pipes and Cigars, or Nova. What is Nova's actual website, Dakota? Nova. Well, we all know what I'm talking about. Nova. What I'm getting at is
type in Nova Pipes and Tobacco in the Google box. It'll pipe up.
Yeah.
Hunter, real quick, we got the Viking Piper in the chat. He's been putting out some awesome content here lately. Everybody go check out the Viking Piper. Thanks for stopping by, man. It is really nice to see you here.
But anyways, I can go to Nova or Smoking Bay and likely find Wessex or Freiberg and Traeger or something like that. And that is Nova Pipes and Tobacco. I think I had it right, but just to be clear, so, you know, check both out. There's nothing wrong with buying from SmokingPipes.com, but
along that, you know, with that theme, I think Garrett's in the chat, right? Smoke Snacks?
Yeah, I saw him in there.
Right? So
yeah, he was.
That guy's working 14, 18-hour days.
I know, man.
And he still gets my order out like the next day or within 2 days.
And he's a generous,
he's a one-man shop.
Generous gentleman. Kevin, he gifted me and Hunter.
No, it's insane.
Pipes here. It's insane. We spoke this tonight on the podcast. This has been one of my go-to pipes. And I might not have done the best job of like giving him all the praise he deserves, but like a brand new Peterson with an army mount. Listen, I've got family. I've got family that wouldn't help me change a spare tire. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what
and here's Garrett that I've met one time at Muletown, and I did not know him well while we were there. I'll just throw that out there. And we had some of the most incredible conversations. He opened up some extremely rare tins at the Pavilion. If you guys were there, you know. Dude, just the people you meet within this hobby or lifestyle, however you want to look at it, is beyond phenomenal. It's life-changing to say the least.
Life-changing. That's the best way to explain it. Absolutely. Garrett's such an awesome guy.
And again, like the fact that he can provide that level of customer service with the quality of blends that he's sending at a very reasonable price, and it comes in jars, already jarred, labeled, ready to go. Like
Garrett's not really, what he told us, and I believe him, is that he's not making a profit on his blends. Essentially, the cost of shipping and the cost of the jar and the cost of him buying the tobacco,
Right.
and he's losing money because of the time he spends putting it together. You know what I mean?
And that makes it all the more impressive because he's doing it for the community.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So
they're vacuum sealed as well. I know it's not much, but it's like value added. You know what I mean?
It really is. It really, really is. So when it comes down to it, you know, are you going to support that guy, a guy like that, or are you going to support the Amazon type faceless retailer?
Well,
that's right. That's right.
And there's a few people in the community that are killing it with this that you should be happy to support. Walt's another one. I recently did a review on his kitchen knife burley slice, and I was like, this is really good and really unique. I mean, this was a really, really good blend that I think everyone should try. Walt's absolutely killing it too. Garrett's absolutely killing it. We've got some really great blenders in the YTPC.
We do. Hey, listen, we have some great community members that are not presenters as well. I want to throw that out there. And one of them didn't get much sleep last night, and he's not going to make it long. So let me throw him out there. Dr. Bob's Nightmare says, "Hi, guys. Just checking in. Only got 1 hour of sleep last night. Think I'm about to pass out." Dr. Bob's Nightmare, thanks for stopping by. It is always so good to hear from you, and you are as much as a part of this conversation as anyone else. I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you get some rest, brother, because it means a lot to me. Cigar Vice says, "I can't wait to go back to Muletown." We just did meet Cigar Vice at Muletown. Muletown was unhinged. If no one's ever been, it was over the top, unhinged. You know, me and Kevin met each other. We didn't realize it until 2 weeks later. That's how crazy it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody was there.
It was unhinged, and I had the best time ever.
Let me tell you how crazy it is. I was next to Dakota basically the whole time there, and somehow you and Dakota met, but I don't think I met you.
No, because you had your back to us. You were talking to Walt or something. You were talking to somebody else, and then you just move on to the next guy. Like, it was everywhere you turned. It was like, I know that guy. I know that guy. I know that guy.
I felt so bad because there were so many people I had met that I had already known from YouTube and talking to on the after party and all this, but I hadn't met in person.
Right.
That I really wanted to give them a little bit of my full attention, and I just couldn't do it. Like Alec, for instance, at Cigar Vice. I got to talk to him for a little while. Definitely not as long as I would like to.
That's one of the ones I felt like it was like he showed up not late, but like everything was going on so wild, and he had his wife with him, and like him and his wife's trying to like navigate how do we deal with the crowd and how do I approach all of these people I've met online. It was a blessing to meet him. I just wish we could have sat down and had a little bit more of an interaction. What a nice guy and a great interaction we did have, even if it was brief. Real quick, guys, Lukester says that Walt outsources his customer service to India. Had to throw that out there.
Okay, so a few things here real quick I want to point out. My buddy Donnie says, "I've got Guinness Extra Stout and Gawith Hogarth Brown Flake."
You're not wrong, Donnie. You are not wrong. Real quick, John P. says, "I don't know, man. I plan on Chicago. Maybe I should rethink and go to Muletown." So John P. made a comment here recently about catching up with me and you, Hunter. As much as I would like to go to Chicago, it is not in the cards. I'm putting everything I can into going to Muletown next year as my one and only for the year.
Yep.
So this is my
Columbus show next year.
I'm all in for Muletown. Guys, if you want to meet up, this is unfortunately, I wish I could go to all of them. Unfortunately, it would be the one that I will most likely be able to make it to.
I'm with Viking Piper on this one. Muletown's my number one goal, like yours, Dakota, but I am going to try to make the Columbus show, I think.
If Hunter can make the Columbus show, then I can probably, stow away in his trunk or something.
And David G says, "Did someone mention Rustica?" I don't know. Maybe about 10 o'clock I might take a little bumpity bump of the Indian.
David G, since you supplied us with the Pandora's box here, in 7 minutes, I will do some Rustica stuff.
You better be careful. You open that, a genie's gonna pop out.
Not doing the Indian Rustica. We're doing the Rustica twice in one night. All right, hold on. Let me grab. I'll be back. Get going.
Just keep him on the police is in the chat tonight. So behave
Well, I
yourself.
gotta be careful because
Retired, baby,
the
retired.
week before
Retired
last, I got off early last week, but the week before that, when I did the Rustica, I did way too much. And Dakota,
You really did. You gave such a good ugly face with it. I need to make a clip out of that.
Robert's face was the
So-
best.
Robert
Dakota-
sells it, doesn't he? Robert really sells it.
Dakota, being the great big brother that he is, notices that I'm about to take way too much Rustica before I do, proceeds to let me take way too much
Oh
Rustica.
yeah, I'm just gonna jump through the screen and be like, "Hey, little brother, don't do that."
But I've been using the Rustica stuff long enough that I should know better. That one was on me. So if I'm dumb enough to take too much Rustica, then I'm dumb enough to pay the consequence of taking too much Rustica. Unless you're like Hillbilly Piper or...
He says he's gonna do a warm up punter. Hey, Donnie's in there saying yes. We turned Donnie onto this too. Hillbilly Piper there in chat. Guys, go check out his channel. What you got there, Kevin? We need some bourbon, buddy.
The Avalor 12. Double case.
Beautiful.
Yep. Yeah, this is good stuff.
So me and Hunter have a really simple one tonight. We both have Old Forester 100 proof. But it's for the price. It's a really good drink. I do like it.
So I've got to brag on my buddy Donnie over at Hillbilly Piper real quick. We did a trade recently, awesome trade. I think we both ended up really happy with the pipes we got. But he's like, "Hey, can you send some of that Rustica?" And I'm like, "Okay, I will." But Donnie, you got to be careful. This is potent stuff, 8 times the strength of regular tobacco. And I'm actually with Dakota at his place, and he's scrolling through YouTube or something, or Facebook or Instagram, and he sees Donnie post a picture of a mountain of Rustica he's about to do, and it says 15 minutes ago or something.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I'm like, oh my god, I got to check to make sure he's still alive. So I messaged him like, "Hey Donnie, bud, you good? That was a lot of Rustica you just did." He's like, "Really? It was? I really liked it. Where do I get more of that?" I'm like, "What?"
Animals. You guys are animals. Shameless animals. Real quick, gonna have a hard time catching up with everything in chat. But where's it at? Ghost of Latakia asks, "What's shipping time and any customs problems with Mr. Stuff?" All right, Ghost of Latakia, glad you brought that up, specifically with Mr. Stuff. I'm going to place an order tomorrow. Was going to today. It didn't happen. Today was crazy. All right, here's the thing with Mr. Snuff. Customs issues, it can happen. Mr. Snuff will make it right with you. They'll try it again or refund you your money. That being said, the order could be tied up for literally months. It could be, on the long end, 2 to 3 months. Short end, 4 to 6 weeks. Long end, 2 to 3 months to get your order in. That being said, no chance of losing any money. Eventually, if it can't get to you, it will be refunded or the order will be resent. Mr. Stuff has an excellent Discord channel where if there's issues, you can hash it out with them and try to find a solution. It's not their fault. They're doing everything they can. The problem is, guys, is regulations. They are in the gray area, kind of skirting regulations, to be honest and frank with you. And if you want it, get it now. I don't know that it will always be available because of law and regulation and stuff.
As the seller is in the gray area. You, as the American buyer, are okay, though.
Correct. Me, Hunter, whoever else places the order, we have no legal anything. We're in the good. There's no laws we are breaking. They are in the gray area, shipping it, trying to get it into the U.S. That being said, snuff's not always going to be available. There's no other way of looking at it. It's a beautiful way to experience tobacco if you do it responsibly, and nothing like how David G and us do it. It's a beautiful, historically rich interpretation of experience, the rich bouquet of tobacco flavor. But you have to be patient, and it's not going to be for everyone.
And the product will be okay until you get it. It's not like bulk pipe tobacco where you have to worry about it sitting in a box for 3 months drying out.
It lasts forever, guys. You spend $50 on snuff, and you'll still have some when Jesus returns.
Yeah, pretty much.
It lasts. Cigar Vice says he's ordered from the Toke website as well, as have I. I've had great results with that. Well, I had a hiccup, but they made it right. 3 to 4 weeks average is what he's saying. So
I want to get into it just so I can get all the cool antique snuff boxes.
Dude, okay. Kevin, I got one here. This is a horn box, French manufacturer, made in the mid 1800s. This is full of snuff right now, and here it is upside down. The seal is as good or better than any polymer box on the planet. Watch, listen, I'll click it.
Yeah, that's just pressure fit. Look at that.
Well, no, it's not exactly pressure fit. It clicks into place. It's like a little bit of a lip. But this is made in the mid 1800s, French manufacturer out of Horn, and it is the tolerances. I've got $20 in this, by the way, on eBay. $20. 175 at least year old snuff box, French made for $20.
So cool.
And it works as good as any.
The really one you just had was beautiful.
I got some fancier French made ones put up in there out of French walnut, silver embroidered.
Yeah, because that could be another obsession. It's just collecting.
That's what we need is another rabbit hole.
Like, it's like, oh man, just I don't have enough money as it is with all the tobacco I'm buying.
That being said, if you get an extra $20 and you are patient, you can get something historic and functional like this. And when the weather starts cooling down, which it's starting to, this will go perfectly in a tweed sports coat this fall, and I will have a home for it. I'll have a flask in the other pocket, and I'll be making
even in a flannel, chest pocket of a nice flannel.
Oh, sure. Yeah, let's go.
It's time.
All right. Moments and Seasons. Iron, what's going on, guys? It is 10 o'clock. David G is
a bad influence.
Bad influence. Actually, we're the bad influence. He's the helpless victim.
Dude, I thought we were the bad influence, and it's like he reversed it on us. Now he's bullying us.
All right, guys, we have some pure Rustica tobacco here at 10 o'clock because we're doing.
Wow, that one has a built-in spoon, huh?
This one does, yes.
That's cool.
You ready?
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
All right, we got someone else jumping in here.
Oh,
my eyes are going crossed.
It just doesn't look fun.
It's fun. No, this is over the top. This isn't normal, pleasurable stuff, dude. This is full retard mode. Okay,
you might as well just punch yourself in the face.
Yes. This is not normal. Keep that in mind.
Season, good to see you, brother. Woo!
Hey, how's it going?
Well,
we're good, man. I'm good. I'm really good to see you right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Really good to see anything right now.
Yeah. Donnie says, "Ooh, that's good."
Oh, Donnie joined in. Good.
Oh, Moments, what you got there, buddy? Geometry. What do you think?
I love it. It's amazing. It's great.
Hey, I have
the Zeitgeist collection.
Yes.
That's from the Zeitgeist? Yeah.
Moments, I've got a question for you about that blend. I am wanting to get a really good GLP's Virginia Oriental blend for the spring coming up. Now, I've had Ellipsis Flake. I've explored that. Really good. I'm looking at getting one I haven't tried yet. And I believe that one does have a lot of Oriental in it.
Mm-hmm.
Does the Oriental come through very forward in the flavor profile, very noticeable?
I would say it's like 75% Virginia, 25% Oriental.
That's about the ratio I would want.
Yeah.
That sounds good. That might be one I pick up in the spring.
It's delicious. Like when the first time I tried it, I was literally like taken aback by it because I wasn't expecting it. So it's not like an English at all. It smokes more like a vapor.
Nice.
Okay. That's good then. I appreciate that. I've been looking into those today actually, and he just so happened to be smoking that. That was one of the Virginia Orientals from Pease that I was looking at. There's a few, But so far, everything from the Zeitgeist series that I've had, I've been really impressed with, and I think a lot of people are really enjoying the Zeitgeist series. And so it's like, do you want to explore like the classic line or the newer stuff you haven't had yet? You know, either one's a good option.
Hey guys, real quick, we have Timber Drifter in the chat. If anyone's unfamiliar with Timber Drifter, he is an actual YTPC legend. Dude has been around forever, and actually he's got some really cool stuff going on. I really appreciate his insights, his opinions on stuff. He is someone I truly respect. And he says Regent's Flake. He's got a great taste in tobacco and a great outlook on life, and I really appreciate him stopping by.
Regent's also has a lot of Oriental in it as well. And
just real quick, going back
to
the going back to the snuff. Cigar Vice said he took a bump of Toke Lime.
Yeah, Toke brand lime snuff.
Lime.
So Toke,
is it actually like a citrus? Does it have like a citrus finish to it?
Toke is the manufacturer that has an assortment of stuff. What they do really well is their fruit flavor stuff is phenomenal. And that's actually the Rustica we just did was produced by Toke as well.
Okay.
But they have
like a more mild, like is that good for like a beginner, you know? Like what would you recommend some good like first snuffs to try?
Yeah, the Toke, the fruity Toke line is fantastic. So like their apricot, but they got like cheese and bacon if you want to get crazy. They got weird, crazy stuff. I'm just saying.
Weird.
But they got Quit. Toke Quit was specifically blended with a little bit of Rustica, and all the other leaf was deveined, so there's no filler, to be a little bit higher in nicotine to help people quit cigarettes. It was specifically blended for that. Now in the U.S. you can't say that kind of stuff. Over in the UK, you can get away with that, as weird as things are.
Right.
But they make a lot of fruit flavors that are phenomenal. But yeah,
and they're a UK brand.
They're a UK brand. They ship directly. They have their own website, and they're great to deal with. That same website, by the way, has little containers for stuff. I believe they have some one-off antique stuff at a higher price. But yeah, Toke. If you just Google it, Toke Snuff, it'll bring that up. I'm a big proponent of that brand. I've done business with them for a very long time, but there's a lot more than just that available. But that's not a bad entry point. There's also American-made stuff, Kevin. There's stuff I've been snuffing here in the last couple of weeks that is American manufactured. It's becoming harder and harder to find. But at one point, it was like easy to find at little convenience stores and stuff, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. Let's see if I can. I had the Square this past week. I don't know where I put it. Might not be in here, but yeah, Square stuff, really good. It was made by the Swisher Company, is who ended up purchasing
David
it.
G saying Fire Dance is a good beginning.
I haven't tried it yet. I bet it is phenomenal. I love I love aromatic snuffs. I just don't like aromatic smoking tobaccos.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely want to give it a try, but I need the baby version to start.
I'm gonna place an order tomorrow, Kevin. I'll be sure to order enough to send you something. I'll forward something to you, man.
Thanks,
to let you try some kind of entry point. I would the English style fruity type stuff is a wonderful place. But the mentholated stuff as well is really big and is easy to take and refreshing. So me and Hunter have something called Red Bull, which is a classic, quote unquote, in the stuff world, what you'd say medicated stuff. It just means mentholated. And,
but not associated with the drink Red Bull.
No, not at all.
Okay.
But medicated or mentholated snuff is like Dentyne Ice up your nasal passages.
Oh, that sounds...
It's really eye-opening and refreshing.
Really?
And, historically rich, Kevin. It was used by like Queen Elizabeth to treat migraines and stuff. So very, very, very rich historically.
I know it's got a really...
The mentholated comes in a lot of different levels. So you can get some mentholated stuffs. They're like a straight ice pick up the nose, very potent. Oof. And some are slightly mentholated, and it's a very, I don't know, comfortable experience, if you want to call it that, very easy to take. So it depends on the level of mentholated you want.
Okay. Cigar Vice is saying that the Toke Lime has a hint of menthol in it, too.
Yes, yeah. So the Tokazi USA line, that's a more medium grind.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah. It's
okay.
Yeah. Alex, right, man. Alex becoming a true snuffer over there. I'm proud of him. So, like, Kevin, I want to give a little feedback on the cigar. By the way, I've been enjoying this as we've been talking.
Yeah.
So you see these pictures from the 60s and 70s of Castro smoking these Pantelas, these thinner ring gauge cigars. And I've had plenty of Cuban cigars. Hunter knows this. I've ordered them. I've paid a lot of money to get authentic Cubans here in America. He missed out, man. He didn't have nothing like this. You hear me? You hear me? He didn't have nothing like this. I'm serious.
Yeah.
On the grand scale of all cigars ever produced in human history, and really good cigars is kind of a new thing, to be honest with you. Not saying good cigars wasn't produced in the past, but the nuanced flavors and the very specific blending is a newer thing. The internet really put a lot of eyeballs and stuff on cigars. In the history of mankind, we're talking about something here in the top 5% of cigars ever produced at any price point. This is a true connoisseur size. So the ratio between wrapper, binder, filler, and exactly what it constructs. Obviously, for me, it's what I'm interested in, but I'm just going to say in a general, broader sense, really well done. Yeah,
I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I got it based on Robert's recommendation because he hasn't recommended anything.
Robert has a really good taste for cigars,
and his guy at the Mission at his local cigar lounge, like, he's truly a cigar sommelier. Like, he keeps a list. He's like, all right, what do you like? And you name like certain ones you like, and then he's like, oh, okay. He's like, so then more than likely you'll like this. And I don't know if he's dialing in on your natural pH, and like he gets an idea of what tastes good to you. And then he starts naming ones. And Robert says he hits every time he recommends something. And then Robert passes it down. And that one I really love. But for me, at my stage of my journey, I don't even know if I could fully appreciate it because it was so complex.
Well, I have two more. I have two more.
That's why I sent you several so you can get.
This is a social situation, which is not the best time to pick apart all the nuances. But what I can tell you is I'm familiar with the blend anyway, right? And this is only different from the other ones I've had with the ratios. And it's a distinct difference. It really is. Okay. And what it does is it elevates the winning parts of that stick anyway.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yes.
Because the Lancero, right? Because they say the wrapper is where a good part of the flavor is, right? And that's why the Lancero has more
disproportional part of the flavor. The wrapper imparts far more flavor than its makeup of the total construction. Far more.
And that's why the Lancero, because like area-wise, you have more of the wrapper than you do on a shorter, thicker cigar, right?
There's a little bit of something in there I don't fully understand why it imparts so much flavor, to be honest with you.
But you can notice a difference between the other Vitolas of that same cigar. That
undoubtedly. Hunter would be as well. You actually don't have to be that far into it to start to tell
with the wrapper. One thing I've noticed a big change in is I like to collect old cigar mouthpieces, cigar holders, like what George Burns used to use. That you put them in. Vintage ones, and it's more of just to collect, to have. I think they're cool. I don't really use them, but I have used them, and you get a very, very different experience smoking through a cigar holder versus just smoking the cigar. A lot more muted, much more one-dimensional. The only thing that really changes I guess the draft hole per se would be a lot smaller. That will change the flavor, but I think a big part of it is the actual wrapper is not touching the lips. When you smoke a cigar, the tobacco is actually on the lips,
so
and it's like it's like a pipe. You have the bakelite that you're actually placing on the mouth, and it completely changes the flavor and really, really mutes it. Something else I've noticed a big change in, if you've ever smoked a cigar and maybe you cut it too short and the head of the cigar starts to unravel, you continue smoking it, but at this point, your lips may be touching the binder and not the wrapper, and that will completely change the profile, even though what you're smoking is at the end of the cigar has not changed, because your lips are now actually pressing against the binder, a different leaf than the wrapper. It will completely change the flavor. And I'm like Dakota, I don't fully understand how this works, and obviously there's some kind of science going on because it does make a difference. I don't really completely understand it, but something goes on there.
Real quick, guys, in the chat, Walt says, or Robert is just gullible. Robert might be gullible. I don't know.
That is true. That is true.
But it doesn't make it wrong, okay? That's funny. MKE Chris says, what cigar blend are you smoking? This is the Foundation Tabernacle Havana Seed in Lancero. The Havana Seed Tabernacle is probably my favorite line from Foundation. I like the Olmec. I like the David. I like the Goliath. There's a bunch I like. The Havana Seed is really the cream of the crop for me and my flavor profile. And the Lancero is one that Robert had told me about for a long time. He influenced Kevin. Kevin bought a bunch, and he gifted me and Hunter some. And this, I've had them in my hands now, a week or two. My goodness, I've been chomping at the bit. And it's just a delicious stick. I cannot recommend Foundation as a company high enough. And then this very particular stick is it's really phenomenal.
Yeah, Robert gifted me at Pike Level a couple months ago one of the Olmec box pressed ones from
What'd
Foundation.
You think, Kevin?
Oh my God, it was.
They're great.
Oh my God, it was so good.
If you ever get bored, read up online about the Olmec culture. They had a written language that we still have not deciphered. So
you watch all the videos about the heads, the giant
stone heads. Yeah, they had a written language that still has not been deciphered, which is really crazy. You know, here in 2026, we know everything, right? Obviously, the sodium fluoride in the municipal drinking water was a correct decision, but the Olmec language has still not been deciphered. It's really intriguing.
Yeah. I need to chat GPT it real quick, and I'll have this cracked. Give me a second.
Go ahead. Chris likes the Olmec. Timber Drifter has a collection of cigar holders that he uses occasionally. It is a different experience. I agree. Timber Drifter says he's been looking at the Foundation line. I'll give them a try. I'd say middle of the road for a great cigar. Try their Olmec, but they have several really fantastic sticks. The Tabernacle line is fantastic. The Havana Seed within the Tabernacle line is my favorite, and I can say today the Lancero here is the best I've had personally. Moments and Seasons. I am so sorry, bro. I feel like we've abandoned you. You're trying to smoke a pipe because it's the pipe channel, and I'm going off at nauseum on cigar stuff, man. What pipe you got there? Remind me, man.
Oh, this is just the Molina naked one that I've been working on.
I love naked pipes, dude. Me and Hunter both do. There's a lot of us here in the community. Actually, when I met Kevin had a naked bent apple from Bones at the same time that we were all had the same pipe that was laser engraved. Oh, it's colored up nice. It's colored up nice. That was the pipe. Yep. That's what Kevin was smoking at Muletown when I met him, and I did not know who he was.
Yeah.
Moments that I also had a unfinished Molina, right?
Yeah. Yep. And again, if you want to kind of speed up the coloring process, rub a little coconut oil.
Kevin, I can neither confirm nor deny, but if you dunk it in a cup of coffee,
several times.
I don't know, man. Someone said that on a forum. You know how those forums go.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean is in the chat. What's going on, brother? Hope you're having a great evening, man.
But real quick, before we get off the cigars, these are two other ones that Robert recommended. The Caesar.
I haven't had it yet. That's J.C. Newman, Julius Caesar. Is actually, I love the company. I have not had that stick yet. I was telling
Robert recommended that, and then
that's on my list.
Irola.
Irola. Yeah, those are good. I've had those. Hey, Rooster, good night, brother. Enjoy your movie night with the wife, man. Thanks for stopping by. Keep up the great work you've been doing.
And then I tell you, man, the Crown Heads Moonflower.
I haven't had the Moonflower, but Crown Heads is like, chef's kiss. That Moonflower at the moment, Kevin, is in high demand. They're selling out everywhere.
It's great. Again, tons of them by us.
Yeah.
So luckily for us, man,
well,
down here in Tennessee.
You live in freaking Nashville area, yeah.
Yeah, so we, knock on wood, man, we do pretty good with supply. We can pretty much get anything, I think, because there's a lot of big lounges and stores by us between Robert and I.
Yeah, so
probably
awesome.
like 3 or 4.
The Viking Piper's heading out. Thanks for stopping by, sir. I hope you have a wonderful night. Good chatting with you, man. Keep up the great work with the content. Really good to see it there. Mr. Dearly is in the chat. Mr. Dearly and I had a great exchange earlier because he doesn't want to be known as the guy that only likes Lakeland's, but to be honest, he really likes Lakeland stuff. And we had a chat on a new channel that's doing awesome stuff, and it was a little bit of a funny funny exchange there. I was thinking of him when I was listening to this video. Very cool gentleman. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hey, William is having a Moonflower now. Let us know in the chat, William, what you think of that, man. Haven't had the good pleasure of trying it yet. I've had a lot of Crown Head stuff. Big fan. And Osprey cigars.
Broadway.
Tim Ozinger was extremely cool with us at Muletown. We had a great event there. Hanging with him was fantastic. Knowing his father's story and hearing about his father's pipe collection that he still has, that he was supposed to text message me pictures of. He never did, by the way. Had an incredible time.
I think he was really surprised by the seriousness of pipe smokers when it comes to pipes. Because he said that was the first pipe show he'd ever gone to, I believe. Yes. And he was kind of surprised to see how far into it we get. I think he was just expecting a few old dudes walk around with tweed jackets and it being really quiet, and then here comes Muletown and it's like balls to the wall insanity. I mean, excuse my language, it's the best way I could describe it. He was like, whoa.
Good night, Scott. Kevin, what do you think about Muletown next year? Let's talk about just capacity, stuff like county level, fire marshal. What are we going to do? How's it going to...
It's not going to be less crowded. I know that.
And they're not going to be able to continue that same format, right?
They're not. But the problem is...
What they pulled off this year is not going to be able to be duplicated next year, right?
In my opinion, the best of both worlds is if they set tents up out.
Rent their neighbor's parking lots for the day. Yep.
Off behind the loading dock.
Yep.
And maybe like up into the parking lot.
They're going to have to.
Just get the overflow.
They're going to have to.
Because it's so cool having it on the floor, because you can smoke throughout the whole place from the lounge up front to the factory in the back.
You just couldn't breathe.
It's just too many people for too small a space.
Too many damn people, man.
And
I loved it. Dude, I had the most amazing time ever.
Yeah.
But I bought one pipe and I had to run in and grab it and get back out. You know what I mean?
And it was funny, like when Dakota was saying, like he was standing next to you, we didn't even see it. It's because me and you are 5.5 feet tall and we're standing behind freaking 6'8"
we got Looster. We got people like Looster in front of us.
And all these giant dudes. Like I said, I was hanging out with Robert. It was like, take your kid to pipe show day. Nobody could see me. He's
hey, Alec, I will say this: it is better to ask for forgiveness than permission. If anyone asks you if you have permission, tell them Captain Burley Slice said you are good to go, brother.
Tell them you're on direct orders from Captain.
That's right, direct orders
from the Latakia Bomb Squad.
From the YTPC Latakia Bomb Squad.
Okay, real quick, what made you think of the Latakia Bomb Squad? I need the lore.
This is the thing, guys. I've had this skit among a bunch of other skits in my head for a long time that I wanted to film and edit. But the thing is time is so limited, and YouTube can take down tobacco content at any time. I almost don't want to put a lot of work into it. But I wanted to hook wires up to that 8-ounce can of parrot cake. like hook wires up to it and have my kids involved. It was
You
like,
can't do that, man.
oh, dude, I can do anything I want. You know what I'm saying?
But it won't be up for very long.
That rifle was freaking loaded with 77 grain open tip match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they can't see that.
I could tell you about it.
Start walking around with something with wires sticking.
That
might set some alarm bells off there with the algorithm.
But I did have this skit in my mind with edits, right? Where concerned citizen, suspicious thing, and it was this tin of like parrot cake, and it looked sus. And like I want to do edits, and it's been on my mind for months and months, and it's just not where I'm at. So it's like I want to do something. Don't let perfect get in the way of the good. So I was like, I want to put a little content out, and so I just did a little, 30-second turn on the camera with a little bit of gear on and play the role a little bit.
No, it was hysterical.
Is it because you don't like Latakias anymore, or?
No, he was telling people to send it to him.
I'm near Huckleberry. I can still do deep lat bombs, man. It doesn't faze me a bit. I don't actually smoke them that often, to be honest with you, because there's so much more stuff to explore. But like, I don't dislike them. I don't like them less than I ever have. Like I'm a Latakia fanatic. I just, at this moment in my life where I'm at, I've had so much Latakia that I'm not like seeking out deep Englishes unless we have something special pop up like Kevin told me about today.
Sorry about
20-year-old Syrian Latakia.
If you got some Syrian Latakia, then yeah. Hunter, what was it, buddy? I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. I heard a noise in my kitchen. My wife, my mother-in-law's in there baking. They're like, "Oh no, yada yada." I'm like, "Okay, someone done cut a finger off." I walk in there, and like I guess they were mixing something with like flour or so. Anyways, my whole walls are covered, the cabinets. My mother-in-law, it's just white powder on everything. So,
Timber Drifter says, but it was a 29 round mag. But it was the video might not have showed it. It was two 29 round mags coupled together. Okay.
Yeah, I caught that.
Yeah. Yes. I like keeping ammunition on the.
I caught the end of what Dakota said, that he's had so much Latakia essentially up to this point that like he's good for a while. But actually, my Latakia interest has gone up, and I've got a lot of blends planned for this winter, which means that I'm gonna get the bug. He'll probably get the bug. So we'll see what happens because it's contagious.
Hey guys, this is my channel. I can say what I want. Johnny of Palmyra Products is in the chat, and what I did not realize, he actually can ship to the U.S. and his website is it's got some awesome stuff. Johnny, welcome aboard, man. You can jump in here if you want to. Would love to see you in here sometime. And we've had some. The customs in Ontario when you're coming southbound can be quite a thing, but it just so turns out that they cannot ship the PO boxes. But everybody, check out Palmyra Products website. Johnny's a great guy, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, we can get around that. He can ship it to one of us, and then we'll ship it to you. We'll just do a cutout.
Well, Kevin, usually that is kind of the mindset for when someone in Canada is trying to get something quickly.
Yeah, know what I mean? To somebody by the border.
No, it's coming down though. We're getting from Canada, but they can't ship the PO boxes. So,
Dakota, Chris is having a "I am right" moment, and I think he's right again.
He's always right.
What's he telling us for months?
He says, "I've been telling you all this for months."
I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm not going to freaking argue because I know better.
I think he's talking about
Chris's wife, Hunter, my wife. We all know.
I think he's talking about the shipping to the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, it is really odd. It is really odd because you expect that when it's going northbound. You really do because we understand it. But coming from Canada to the continental U.S., you just kind of don't expect any problems. Johnny's on the road. Hope he's driving safe. Yes, no PO boxes. Hey, it's our friend from way up in Northern Europe. We'll call him Rickson because I can't say the whole name. What's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, man. Hope you're doing good. Good to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by again. Hope all's well.
I was going to say Scandinavia, but I didn't know if it would actually be correct.
Chris says that. Rickson specifically is from Sweden.
But Sweden, is that's Scandinavia, right?
It's yes, part of Scandinavia. So yes.
Yes. What Chris was talking about was Palmyra Products can ship here, and Johnny from Palmyra Products is going to pay the duty fee. So everybody, please go check out his website. He's been awesome.
Wow. Well, that goes back to the customer service we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome guy as well. I just didn't realize that it would be as easy to order from his website as it was. I didn't realize it was like not a viable source, but like a hassle-free source, right?
We got to get him down to Muletown.
Man, let's get our friend from Sweden down to Muletown, Rickson here. That's what I want to see is one of my Scandinavian friends come over to Muletown to meet in person. That would be absolutely incredible. Johnny's been to Vegas, I know, and I think he went to Chicago as well.
Yeah, right. Or he went to
Scandinavia.
He went to Capital Land up in Albany. I know that.
If anyone from Scandinavia is coming over, get in touch with me first. Bring me some snus. I will pay you good money for it. It's gotten very difficult to get the U.S. I love Swedish snus. I used it for a long time before it became impossible to get, and I essentially had to switch to Zen, which I do enjoy. But yeah, definitely a big, authentic Swedish snus fan. Really good stuff.
Links and Pipes is in the chat. How are you doing, sir? He's lighting up some Virginia gentlemen in his St. Nick 626. Palmyra Products says, thank you, Chris, my biggest supporter. I think there's a rad bromance going on there. I don't know.
Did you, speaking of the Zins, did you pick up any of the 9 milligram ones? That you
guys I didn't like them. I didn't like them a bit, man.
Like
they're moist. They're big. I'm not a fan. I bought a whole roll. Okay. And I chewed through three cans. I still have 2 as a reserve, but they're just like the Velo. They're the same size, same moisture, same thickness, and I don't want to be a Velo guy.
I do like the 9 milligram.
I'm a Dapper
Velo,
Dan man.
Those are pretty good.
What is 100?
I like the 9 milligram Velo, and I haven't had it in a long time. There's another brand. I can't think of what it's called, but anyways. My buddy just let me try one. They have a jalapeno nicotine pouch now. That's 9 milligram that I really enjoyed.
Hunter, he said he'd bring some snus and some Sturströmming, the fermented.
I will eat it in a heartbeat. You bring it.
Listen, I would try
the fermented stuff that they bury.
It's fermented.
They bury it and let it ferment.
Herring.
Yeah,
it's fermented herring, and I will try it in a heartbeat.
I would have to go. But
you guys are masochists, man.
Well, yeah, there's something wrong with me.
I ate gas station fish on the way to Muletown. I got this. I'm a fish eater. Like, I am in.
Hey, Juxtaposer's in here. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. He says, try some Copenhagen in the upper lip. I love Copenhagen, but it goes in the lower lip for me. But I am a big fan.
Hardest thing I ever had to quit. And real quick, Dakota, the jalapeno nicotine pouch was Zone. It just came to me. 9 milligram jalapeno Zone.
Zone. I remember that brand. Palmyra Product says he's watched videos of guys puking from the smell alone. Yeah, that would be me, but I'd still try it. You gotta try it.
I was on a kick for a while where I'd watch a bunch of videos of people trying to eat that shit, man. No, thank you.
You wouldn't even try it?
I would have to see what it smells like at first, because apparently
moments. Wait. He is coming from Scandinavia, meaning he is accustomed to it. You're going to watch him eat it first, enjoy it. His ancestral spirits is going to dance around his head while he's doing it, and he's going to be uplifted and tell you how good it is, right? So it is normalized at this point before you even try it. Would you be able to, put down your spoiled gringo tendencies long enough to?
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
New challenge. New challenge. Take a hit of Rustica and then a bite of Surströmming.
I don't think there's a toilet large enough to catch.
That's right. Hunter wants to go full friggin' spirit mode here. See the ancestors.
Listen, man, Briarworks only has 2 bathrooms.
That's right.
Don't be doing that, unless you're going out to the porta potty in the parking lot.
No, stuff like this only happens at the pavilion after the show. I mean,
yes. Yeah, where you can run into the woods.
Hey, Brian Branner won a giveaway, a McClellan Christmas Cheer 2017. I'm not sure which giveaway that is, but that's awesome.
Enjoy it, McClellan.
Good for you, brother.
Fantastic stuff. Big fan. Really big fan.
Timber Drifter says, I didn't think it was that bad. I even kind of liked it a little bit. Hunter, the first comment we got from Timber Drifter? Keep in mind, he is a legit, been on the Y2BC as a presenter for like 20 years. Keep in mind, the first comment I ever got from him was when we were talking about eating the canned horse meat, the Tushonkin from Russia. That was the first comment I ever got from him. Why do you guys
do such weird shit, man?
Dude, I love weird shit. I love weird shit, man.
Horse meat.
Horse meat. Canned horse. Listen, it's a delicacy, all right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've got an obsession with canned meats. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
those are Palmyra products. Palmyra products,
well, listen,
dude.
Spam's a delicacy in Hawaii, so.
Spam is. Spam. Have you seen the freaking how restaurants are getting people on welfare to spend their food stamps on Spam and they're buying it at a discount?
Damn.
They're frauding the government to buy Spam in Hawaii. It's insane, dude. Anyway, Johnny had the giveaway, and Brian Branner won it. Congratulations,
That's
brother.
awesome. Yeah, you had to sign up to the mailing list, and I think you had to comment on the post.
Kevin, I will have you know, my friend from Austria, that's the one without the kangaroos, and he's not a Hitler impersonator. This is my friend Brutal Enough, says horse meat is great. I will take his word to the bank. If he says it must be
monkey
true.
Meat is amazing as well. Like if you're
I'd try that too. I would try that
like
too.
A street cart in the Philippines, and it's monkey meat on a stick. You would think it was seasoned chicken. Like
I am a protein eater. If it's protein, I'm trying it. Monkey kebabs, let's do it. Put some ketchup on it. It'll be fine.
You season anything, and it'll taste like chicken. So.
You guys are great. That's what
I never say anything tastes like chicken. I don't even say chicken tastes like chicken.
Gator tastes like chicken.
Alligator done right.
Alligator.
Alligator does taste like chicken.
They have to cook it right, or else it gets rubbery. But if it's cooked right, they taste like chicken nuggets.
Alligator does, but so does frog legs. I thought frog legs kind of taste like chicken in a way too. To be honest, all jokes aside,
Not horrible. Not horrible, that's for sure. Lukester is telling Brian Branner if he wants to sell that, he's his Huckleberry. Johnny's going to send Chris some Palmyra product branded clothing, and so he can pimp him out.
We'll all represent.
Donnie says he's eating things in the Philippines he couldn't name.
Yeah.
Link's Pipe says that Gator. Meat. Right. Mr. Meat Tuesday. Link's Pipe says that Gator tastes like fishy chicken.
Yeah.
Johnny says Gator nuggets are fantastic. So we used to have a Cajun restaurant in Fayetteville, West Virginia called Gumbo's. It's not there any longer. And I had Gator Bites previously, and this company did everything they could to secure fresh gator to get it up here quick. It was authentic. I wish it was still there, but it's not. And I thought it was okay. I got to try it. That experience was worth a lot to me. But the actual what I thought of it, ho hum.
It's not. It's not super unique, so it's not super memorable. It's not disgusting
I've
either.
had shark fillets. Anytime I get a chance to eat something crazy, man, I try. I really do. But it doesn't mean I like it.
I like shark. I've had shark meat. I was a big fan. The gator bites, I don't know. It was fresh, you said, but I've really enjoyed the gator bites, and I didn't find it too exotic. Maybe it was prepped. I'm not sure.
It's all in the prep with the gator because they can make it rubbery and like just real chewy if they don't do it right.
Yeah.
But if it's done right, they just taste like really good chicken nuggets.
And I don't know about you all, but I have an obsession with sardines. Absolutely love sardines.
I'm a big tin fish guy. Hunter knows this. I love sardines. Hunter, I ate at Kobe Asian Fusion today, and as an appetizer for the first time, I had their shrimp, whatever it's called. Tempura. What? Tempura? I don't know. Anyway.
Tempura.
Okay, it's an appetizer. It was like $8. Okay, deep fried shrimp, hand breaded. I get it, dude. It was 3 shrimp on a plate for like $8. I'm like, really?
Were they on a stick?
No.
They didn't even straighten them out for you?
It was straight, but man, I don't know how they got there.
I don't know what they call the appetizer, but it's like the tuna steaks you get as an appetizer. That's pretty good. I love
tuna steaks. Well, I got the hibachi filet mignon hibachi.
Yeah, I've had that. That's good.
Fantastic until I had
Usually I'm pretty happy with their stuff, but if I paid
I turned Angela on to the crispy duck they serve. She got the crispy duck bento box, which was about the same price as my filet hibachi.
Close.
So she's had it twice now. I only ordered it once. She tasted it, fell in love, and now she's the duck person. And she's such an animal lover. It's so funny, dude. You wouldn't think she'd be the one that ordered duck because at first she was like apprehensive. You know, ducks is something I had as a kid as a pet, and I think I've made a convert out of it.
It's already dead when you got there, so you might as well try it. Is what I think.
Yeah. You didn't kill it.
Right.
The only animal part, the only thing I have a problem with is organ meats like kidneys and livers.
Liver? You don't like Braunschweiger?
Nah, no. And I really don't like kidneys.
I
haven't tried kidneys, and I'm not a big liver fan. I could probably eat it if I had to, but liver's not the first thing I'm going for.
And my wife's laughing at me when I said I haven't had testicles. Like, for instance, McAuliffe Cigars, the brand owns a steakhouse in Texas. One of their big staples is bull testicles, and they do it at a high level. If I was at a place where it was normalized, there's other people ordering it, the people preparing it are accustomed to it, I would try it in a damn heartbeat. But I'm not going to trust like Uncle Joe here in BFE to like, you know what I mean?
I don't give a crap. I'll try it. It's protein.
I'll make the exception with sweetbreads. That's the thymus gland of the cow. That's really freaking delicious. It's insane.
Yeah, the organ meat sweetbreads if they're done right.
I haven't had. I don't even know what you're talking about. Paul Bearer Product says he can live on liver. I love Braunschweiger, dude. That stuff is.
I'd love to try actual Scottish haggis. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
I've had a lot of it.
Give me some Braunschweiger or some rye bread. Holy moly, what a rich delicacy, man. I love it.
Right on pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel.
Really nice rich
kick it up a notch.
With the liver on it. Yeah.
In England, they have, is it black pudding, blood pudding? It's usually like
blood sausage.
Very German.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, they have it. They have that in Ireland too, as part of like the.
Reminds me of that guy from Newtown.
I would try in a heartbeat.
Yeah, blood sausage is good. I was in Scotland 2 years ago, and anywhere, and I made a promise to myself, anywhere there was haggis, I would order it. So I had haggis like, I don't know, 5-6 times.
Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it. It was great.
You had these real good authentic stuff, though.
Yeah.
What could you find?
With the Rocky Mountain oysters. Nice.
You can't get
Exactly.
real haggis here.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
illegal.
Yep.
So yeah, Mr. Durley says he's from Colorado and he has never tried the Rocky Mountain oysters. Dude, I would try it. I don't care. It's animal meat. It's protein. I'm
Basically,
all
if
about
you
protein.
fry anything, if you fry it, I'll try it.
Dude,
Guys,
why
I
not?
got one for you. Hunter, prepare to be amazed. Lukester says, gave your taste a lot like bald eagle feet. I don't even know what that means. Don't look into it too far, but Lukester, that's phenomenal. Albert is in the chat. What's going on? Porch Piper Tom, I must be in the wrong live, the Exotic Food Channel. Tom,
What
how
an
you doing,
awful
brother?
part of
Great
the
seeing you,
live
man.
just to
Hope you're having a
stumble
great
into.
evening. We've talked a lot about Muletown, though. Listen, the highlight of my Muletown experience, and I had a couple highlights. Friday night, though, when Porch Piper Tom entered the building,
Dude, you would have thought the Beatles arrived.
you would have thought that was the American landing of the Beatles. My goodness. Guys, the amount of bras and panties, I was almost like, women,
And those were yours.
stop. I'm trying to, like, get my moment here. You know what I mean? And, like, we're
Dude.
being smothered. It was
It was like Wayne's World. We are not worthy. You know what I mean? Everyone's bowing down.
Hey, Brutal Enough's from Austria. That's the one without the kangaroos. I always have to say that because it's fun to say.
Well, it's funny. Like, there are a ton of people that get off the plane.
It does happen.
They
It does
set up
happen.
a desk in the airport.
Yes.
The amount of people that were getting off thinking that they were in Australia and realized why their flight was only
And you
6
saw
hours
that
instead of
too.
19 hours.
They had to open a separate section office,
Like an
desk,
information,
whatever, in the
Yeah,
airport
to try
for
to get
people in their own
people-
country. Yep.
Yeah, because these idiots don't know the difference between Australia
You
and
can't make
Austria.
that up, can you?
No, you really can't.
It happens so
I
much
said
they
it
actually
being
had to
funny,
hire someone.
but it's because it's a real thing. Honey, you grab me one of these?
Yeah.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, is that the original Yingling?
Listen, this
Dakota?
is Yingling Premium.
The premium, yeah.
I
That's
don't
good
like the
stuff.
green bottle Yingling.
No, that's good stuff.
I don't like it at all. This Yingling Premium, you can get a case of it at my local Walmart for $15. It
And it's
is
just
my
such a
absolute favorite cheap beer
and
available
it's such a
in
cool
my
retro
area.
can. It looks like
It's-
you're right in the
dude,
60s
listen.
or 50s.
Dude,
That's
tell
such a
me
cool
you see
can.
that can and you don't want to just go fishing. You know what I mean? That was made.
It's my
100%.
favorite. Guys.
Absolutely.
It is my
You
favorite.
just want to have a vintage Coleman cooler full of them.
Well, the power was out
Yes,
this past
dude.
week,
yes.
and I had the Coleman stove rocking and rolling,
Yeah.
making soup. And guys,
There you go.
improv soup is my specialty. I can make soup out of freaking anything. You know what I mean? If I run out of stuff, I can cut a couple toes off or something and throw it in there. Like I'm telling you, I can make soup out of anything. And so I got the soup going. I didn't even tell the old lady here. She made, honey, did you know I put beer in this soup?
Yeah,
You did know.
usually do.
I usually put a little beer in my soup, you know what I mean? But I'm like drinking one of these. I got the Coleman stove going. I got the oil lanterns going, and I'm like drinking. Put a little bit in the soup. It was great.
And
Have you ever? Oh, sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead.
no, all you.
Oh.
Go ahead, moments.
Dakota, have you ever gone to a hot pot place? You ever experienced hot pot?
A what pot?
Hot pot, like HOTPOT. Hot pot.
I went to
No.
college
What
one
is it-
time,
what is
but
a
I
hot
think that was
pot?
a different pot experience.
I went to a family gathering one time.
Yeah, it's a Asian culture where you get yourself a pot of broth of your choice, like tomato or bone broth or spicy broth or seafood
bone
broth.
Bone
And
broth
then
all
you
the
just
way,
go.
baby.
Yeah, that's what I normally get. But you go and just pick all of the meats and vegetables you want to put in. You just cook it at the table. Put noodles in it. You put whatever you want in it.
Tom says, "Did I
They
give
give
massages
massages
there?"
It's a little too hot, but yeah, that would be funny.
Moments. I think I went to something like that in Ohio, kind of. It was a restaurant where they have a buffet of raw ingredients. You pick what you want, and they cook it on like the hibachi table right in front of you.
Well, that's like
Yeah.
Korean barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the thin meat, and you just put it
Yeah,
right
there's
on.
Have y'all seen the I don't know exactly the name for it, but the style of ramen place where they make the noodles and shoot it down the chute and you get it out? And have y'all seen that?
No,
You,
sounds cool.
you grab your own ramen noodles out of the water.
Oh yeah, it's like a conveyor belt kind of thing. Is that the one that's kind of like a conveyor belt of noodles?
Yeah. But it's on water, but it's shooting in front of you and you pick it out as it goes.
Yeah, it floats in front of you. Yeah, I do recall.
Never seen that before, but that'd be awesome.
It's something I've seen online moments. It's not something I've witnessed in person, but the hotspot sounds incredible. And I kind of like Tom's interpretation on this. You know what I mean? The only problems with massages, and I only have experience from my wife, is they always end with sexpectations. You know what I mean? You start giving her a massage because she's had a hard day, and then you end up and you're like, you want something out of it. So
in for a penny, in for a pound, buddy.
You know, what's a start? You know. Smoking Fireman, what's going on, brother? Great to see you here, man. This is someone I've been talking to here. He's in the state, Hunter, by the way.
Speaking of firemen, we need drunk Copper back.
Dude, drunk Copper was the best Copper. And did you guys see his live with his dad?
Yeah.
88 years old. That guy was going sharp strong. As a damn tack.
Going strong.
Could you believe that?
Dude,
I'm not half that sharp on a Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like, that guy, man, he's doing it.
Yeah, but he was hysterical a couple weeks ago.
He's like, I can't drink. I can't. He's like, so Copper at one point's like, I don't know how Dad does it, but he used to be able to drink me under the table, and then he's like, I had to slow down a little bit, and someone in the chat's like, you're 88 years old or whatever. He's like, the liver slows down at some point. You know,
that old breed, they don't make them like that anymore, man. Holy Christ!
Did you see the black and white photographs from his icebreaker, and they couldn't drink on board, so they stopped in the middle of the Arctic. They got off board the ship, and he's got photographs of this. And they got on the ice shelf off the ship to drink their Black Label, and he has a photograph of him with his plate of beans and stuff he's eating with a can of Black Label because they couldn't drink it on board the ship. Oh man, that is freaking cool. And the gentleman's there like telling you about it, dude. And he lived that black and white photograph. Just absolutely
that's a life well lived right there.
Yeah, incredible.
Anyone else hungry? Asking for a friend?
Hunter, we would all love to see you dip a bologna sandwich in a Guinness tonight. Please go ahead.
That's high cuisine right there. That was the.
I hope you guys didn't miss it. That freaking happened.
No, I saw it.
That freaking happened.
It did live.
Did I already do that? Wait, Dakota, did I already do that?
You did
last week or
2 weeks ago? Was it last week? 2 weeks ago?
Brian Brandon says, "Be back, guys. Going to buy more beer or bourbon or both, but also milk for the kids."
Have a good night, Chris.
I don't know.
Every time I come back from the local convenience store with milk, and I come through the door, my kids are like, "He came home with the milk." It's like such a running joke.
We never thought we'd see him again.
I'm like, guys, you're stuck with me.
I actually don't remember dipping the sandwich in the Guinness, but it definitely sounds like something I would do.
Look, the good news is we have video evidence of it. So
that's right.
Just go back and watch it.
Someone sent me the timestamp of it. I kind of like to see that. I don't remember.
I think it made it on the thumbnail.
Chris is heading out. Chris, love you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Have a wonderful night. Timber Drifter says, you should have seen it in color, like Jamie Johnson said. That's a great song, dude. I love that song, man. I really do.
Man, seeing him sing that live.
You saw that, huh?
Yeah.
That's a really good song, man.
Yeah.
Really good one.
That's the best thing about working at the stadium. I get paid to go to all these concerts. and I'm right down on the
I
floor.
thought you were supposed to be like, you're not a beatnik cop. You're not like a
I'm
road
retired.
pirate.
No, I'm retired. So down here in Nashville, they hired retired cops to do security. So I work for Nissan Stadium.
Oh, Nissan Stadium's a cool stadium, by the way.
Yeah. So we just had the Foo Fighters last Saturday.
Do you get to
That's
pick
where I
which
was.
ones you're?
Yeah, you can sign up for whatever you want.
Man,
So
I'm a little
I was
jelly,
at Alan
dude.
Jackson's last concert ever.
Bullshit,
That was-
really?
Dude, I was on the stage left. Yeah, with all these people. So
Freaking
I
cool.
was taking a kid down for underage drinking, and Lainey Wilson was walking out of Cody Johnson's green room, and she bumped into the kid, and she was like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "Oh, just a little bit of underage drinking." And she's like, And the kid's like, "Oh," he's like, "You got to tell all my friends that Lady Wilson bumped into me." I was like, "I ain't telling your friends shit. You tried to give me a fake ID." I was like, "This never happened." He was like, "Oh, how you gonna do me like that?" I was like, "That'll teach you a lot of people."
You know
But
what
yeah,
I
man.
used to do, Kevin? My mentor when I was a teenager was the local dentist, and he was a great Christian leader, like pillar of the community. Right? To say he was a leader would be like an understatement, but just an absolute friend of mine and my Christian mentor. And one of the things he used to do for us all the time was sign us up to volunteer at we're in West Virginia. We don't have a lot of outlets, but the Civic Center in Charleston at the Capitol, and it would be particularly when stuff would interest me. He would take me. We would volunteer, and we would help with the handicapped people, and we would push people in wheelchairs around. We'd get in for free.
Yeah.
We'd push people in wheelchairs around to get to see the concert, and we got backstage. And I got to go backstage with some of my favorite Christian rock bands back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I have never heard this story somehow. I didn't know this.
Oh yeah, dude! I ate breakfast with Thousand Foot Crutch. If you've
I knew you all were very close. I didn't hear about you doing this though. So this is new to me. This is interesting.
Yeah. So Dr. Morgan was my mentor. He was the local dentist, and we live in such a small town, guys, that beyond being the dentist, when I would break my fingers and stuff at work, he would X-ray it with his dental machine to see how screwed up it was and stuff. You know what I mean? He was like the veterinary
doctor.
Yeah. Like if you have a vet in a small farming town that you know what I mean? So this guy went so far above and beyond what he had to actually do. But one of the many things we would do was volunteer for stuff at the Civic Center. I got to see Thousand Foot Crutch and got to eat breakfast with them and meet them. So everybody knows artisan pipe maker Jody Davis.
He's in my pipe club.
Listen,
my first meeting pipe club. I'm sitting right next to him.
I talked to him at Muletown. He doesn't know me. What he doesn't know is I got to see him in concert 20 years ago, and it was like a highlight. You know what I mean, of the stuff I got to do.
And that's cool because you know him from two different things that you love.
Completely two different worlds.
From a musician and from a pipe maker.
Yes.
That's pretty sick.
Very familiar with Newsboys from 20 plus years ago. I saw him in concert, had an incredible time.
Dude, that's so cool.
Now I get to meet him at Muletown and say hello to him. And it is not only his history. He's producing incredible pipes. I don't know if you guys saw the latest interviews he did with Brian Levine at Pipes Magazine radio podcast.
Well, they're pretty good friends, and their wives are very good friends.
Man, listen, he's a very talented individual.
He is the most understated, quiet guy. I'm sitting next to him at Pipe Club.
Yep. You wouldn't know that he has a storied history, would you?
My first time at Briarworks Pipe Club, he's on one side of me, and Grant Batson is sitting on the other side of me. And I'm just talking to him like they're regular. And then they started talking.
Yeah.
And he brought out. So speaking of Muletown last year, his table was right next to Vermont Freehands.
Yep.
So there was this local guy, and he bought this huge hunk of briar, from Vermont freehand.
He's incredible, dude. He can source anything you need.
Listen to this. So he takes it and he steps next to the next table to Jody. He hands it to Jody and he says, I want the biggest pipe that you can make from this block with a matching regular size pipe. Jody does it. He brings it to Pipe Club to show us the bowl of the pipe was so you could fit an entire 2-ounce can of tobacco in this thing. I have a picture. I wish I don't know if I can share pictures, how I would do it, but I'll send it to you. I'll text it to you. It was unbelievable. So he made this huge giant pipe. He made the matching second one, and he had enough briar left over to make a third pipe for this guy.
That's awesome.
Just gorgeous. And he just brought it and he was showing it around at Pipe Club. And I was like, holy crap.
Well,
and then I was talking to Grant, and he's gonna. I commissioned him. He's gonna make a Christmas pipe for me.
I'm gonna own a Jody Davis pipe at some point. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but
dude, and the levels, because he's got the bishop,
exactly,
the monk. He's got all the it's incredible.
I would like that
understated guy.
I would like to commission some type of workhorse pipe from him. Be like, hey, man, what I'm looking for is something that has longevity. I can abuse within reason.
Right.
And,
something you can take at the mill and you can.
Yeah.
And you want to pick any rail on the bottom?
That's right. That's right. Got to put the bipod somewhere. You know what I mean?
But he'll do it because he
does great work, Kevin. He really does. He's a nice gentleman. I'm really happy with him. Donnie says bump time.
Oh yeah, it is 10 o'clock.
Hunter, what kind of sardines did you just down?
I didn't. I went with the cheese stick and a turkey stick. Cheers.
Well, there you go.
Everything goes well in Guinness.
There you go.
I was going to say, you can author a new cookbook. Things to dunk in Guinness.
I thought about making a cookbook here recently. I've been wanting to do some writing. I got some friends in the community. My wife is an actual author. She has like 3 books published.
Really? Cool.
I've been like chomping at the bit wanting to do something. I think an entry point would be like a small book and not my fantasy fiction type stuff, right? Like one of the things I want to do is the men's adventure type stuff with like Veritas Entertainment. I'd love to like wedge myself in there because they're doing awesome stuff, right? Like Nathaniel Hummel's stuff, right?
More fiction related?
Oh, yeah. Like fiction. Classic Indiana Jones type stuff. And eventually I'd like to weasel my way in there. But I think like as an entry point, what I could do is a book on like soup for survival. Like the survival category is huge. And like I could write a whole pamphlet that is educational.
With, Christian, because he's big into the prepping.
Yeah,
and the survival.
And I love making soup, and it always I always feel like I'm doing this when the power goes out or something. But I can make soup out of anything, man. Give me an old shoebox, a couple spuds, and some roadkill, and I can make you some stew. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a category I could like make a.
Country boys can survive.
Oh, indeed. There's a couple things we do well. Growing vertically is not one of my strong points, but some other stuff.
You and me both, brother. You and me both. But yeah, surviving off the land, you got that covered.
Yeah. We're good. Look at here. Hunter's got his.
Speaking of soup,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, something about Southeast Asia.
It's like Dakota was just here. Where's the cat?
Hey, if the apocalypse happens, your favorite pet is nothing more than another source of protein. I'm just saying.
I didn't say it. You did.
You want to talk about stories from the job? I'll tell you about who's more loyal, a cat or a dog. if you die in the house, it ain't pretty. I'll tell you from firsthand experience. It gets ugly.
I'd say the dog is more loyal than the cat, if I had to take a guess.
There's no difference when they get hungry. There's no difference.
Cats are fickle. What can I say?
They are. But it's weird, man. There's some cats that are very dog-like, and they're very affectionate. My sister-in-law had a cat that was like a golden retriever.
This cat sleeps under the blanket half the time, like a dog.
There you go. Like they really do have their own personalities. And somebody tell me that those giant ones, the Maine Coon cats, they were saying they're very, like for felines, they're very affectionate to their owners.
This cat is extra affectionate. I mean, you see her now, she's really nudging up on me. But every single night when I go to bed, she sleeps right here on my shoulder with her head like nuzzled up on my neck. And she'll stay there the entire night till I wake in the morning.
She's just waiting to see if your pulse stops. She's going to chow down.
Yeah, that's what she's waiting on.
I was reading some coroner was saying that on average it takes a cat about an hour after your death for them to start chomping away.
Yeah, they go to town a lot quicker than the dogs. But either one is not pretty.
That's how long it takes them to get over it, huh?
Yeah.
You should have bought me more soft food, asshole.
And that's the problem. They go for the soft stuff first. Or they go for the eyes, the tongue. They go for all that stuff. Yeah. So.
Damn cats.
Oh my gosh.
They are not loyal.
That's so damn funny, dude.
And I have a cat too, so that's why he's always licking me, just making sure I still got a pulse.
That's right.
You still salty, homie?
Yeah. It's still warm.
That's why they always paw at you. They're just tenderizing you.
And here's the thing. As affectionate as my two dogs are, I am sure that they would trade my life for like a bite of bologna if they could. Like 100%.
100%.
Guys, we got Krabby Piper and Orc Knuckles in the chat. What's going on, guys? Great to see you in here, man. Jump in the chat if you want to, or in the video if you want to.
Real quick, the last Mad Hatter's blend, wasn't that Orc Knuckle, or was that Orc Lung? Didn't Mad Hatter just have a blend come out? Like
Orc Knuckle is the guy that shows up in all the random corners of the internet on the Discord channels. I see him like in all of the most random spots. He is no stranger to the community, though. Great seeing him in here.
Hey, Dakota, real quick.
Let's have some Amphora Burley. That is like my jam.
I forgot to say this earlier. The pipe I just finished smoking is my Savinelli 1989 collection, and the blend I finished smoking is a Cornell and Dill's Dusk. I have just a little bit left, and I'm actually about to reload the last little bit in the Dairy 03 from Smokestacks.
Hey, Krabby Piper, the link should be pinned in chat, man. How's this show up on YouTube?
It is. You'll see it's a yellow, your name in yellow, and then the link is right after it.
Yeah,
so
for me, the link shows up as the latest comment, so it's always at the very bottom.
It's always at the very bottom for me as well, Krabby.
Yeah.
Looking forward for you to jump on here. I know you can. You did it last time. Ooh, Mr. Darrell's having some quiet nights, but he might move on to some. Oh gosh, how do you say that? Tanshknet? I don't know. Words.
Not gonna attempt that. Ooh, salty dogs. Who's having salty dogs? Luke sure is.
I need to try. I haven't had that one yet. So
fantastic vapor. I know it's on the expensive side. It does come in a pouch. Now it's in plastic in the pouch, so the seal should be good for a very long time. But really fantastic vapor. I think it's worth the money, but you got to be willing to buy like ultra premium pipe tobacco. But it fits that category.
I'm not against paying big money for tobacco if it's something I like. You guys know that.
I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? It's not something that you can smoke all day long because of the price, but like for a real nice evening smoke when you just want a really knockout vapor, it fits the bill. It really does.
Mr. Darrell says it's an English blend from LJ Peretti with It's a Balkan with no Virginias. Very interesting. I'll have to look that one up. Mr. Darley, thank you for the information. Krabby Piper, welcome aboard,
Howdy,
sir.
howdy.
How are you doing, and what are you smoking?
I'm doing well, Smoking some 2016 early morning pipe today. Oh, there's my camera. There it is.
Love EMP, man. What are you smoking it in?
I am smoking it in a Design Berlin Lovat, I think.
Beautiful, beautiful saddle belt on that pipe, sir.
It's a German brand, Design Berlin. It was probably the third pipe I ever owned.
Yeah, beautiful pipe.
I dedicated to English. It's a great pipe. It's one of my favorites, actually. I love the blast on it. Feels good in the hand. It's a great pipe.
I've never
Froman,
owned
the
a
Sausage King
Design
of
Berlin.
Chicago. Great T-shirt.
Oh, thanks. I wear this every time I go to Chicago.
That's awesome. You're Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
That's me. Don't get snooty, snotty. I was talking to my kids the other day about Ferris Bueller. I'm like, that kid's parents were absolute morons.
Bueller, anybody? Bueller.
Bueller.
It was known as voodoo economics anyway.
All right, y'all. I gotta head out. I have a very busy day tomorrow, so it was nice chatting with y'all.
Moments. Thanks for stopping by, man. It was great
man.
chatting with you. Sorry it's been a little chaotic, man, but always great seeing you.
It's always awesome. No worries. Take it easy, y'all. Have a good one.
Take care.
Echo
brother.
those words. Always great to see you, man. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Krabby,
Mm-hmm.
have you had this rum flake or Jamaican flake as it's now deemed?
I have not.
Are you into the Galwith type flakes?
I am. Yeah. 1792 flake is one of my favorites.
My man.
1792.
Man.
So this is. Oh, I'm at a
Your cat
loss of
looks like my
words.
cat.
This
It's
is
good
in that
stuff.
realm. You know, we
Okay.
have air cured and sun cured Virginias and Burleys with
Mhm.
a little bit of the rum addition and stuff. So it's somewhat in that same ballpark, but it's quite different than 1792. I love 1792, by the way. It's one of my
Mm.
favorites.
Big fan.
We've got 2 tins of that aging right now. So, anyways. Winchester Piper. I don't know if we've ever met.
We haven't, but I haven't been on in
Hey,
a
Kevin,
minute.
let me make the introduction. This is Krabby Piper. This is one of my favorite guys. He's moving down
Nice to
in
meet
your
you, buddy.
neck of the woods.
Yeah.
You're down
How
here in
long?
Tennessee?
November.
Oh,
I'll be
right,
down in
Robert.
November.
I remember you were talking to Robert the other day.
Yeah.
You're moving right by Columbia, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's kind of halfway
Okay.
between me and Robert. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So are you in
So-
Spring Hill or are you in
I'm south of there.
south
I'm-
of okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm down by Tim's Ford Lake down in
Okay.
in Winchester in
All right.
Franklin County. So I'm about
Makes sense.
little less than an hour from Columbia. So you're going to come to Pipe Club, right? At Briarworks?
Been invited. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll see. Me and Robert, we'll see you there. Well, that's our local pipe club. So it's a third
Man,
Tuesday of
I
every month.
cannot believe y'all's luck.
Dude,
Not
our
not
local
only
pipe
to
club is
have
Briarworks.
There's some heavy hitters in that club too.
yeah, that's
I
what
was
I'm
just
saying.
telling
We're
him.
just talking about Jody,
Jody
Davis and
Davis and
stuff.
Grant
right?
Matson.
So like,
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
and
I love
Pete.
Grant's work.
You know,
too. And
Pete's the
Pete,
president
yeah.
of the pipe club. So
Mhm.
it's insane.
Jody's the one that actually invited me, believe it or not.
There you go. I was just talking about he's such a sweetheart. He's
really
such a good person. You know, just
really
the most unassuming, just normal guy.
And I'm
Timber
glad he
Drifter says that the rum flake changes from batch to batch. I don't doubt it. From the blends within their line that I've bought a lot of, I've noticed a little bit of that, but it's never been a problem. And Walt says he likes the rum twist. I'm a big fan of the rum twist. We were gifted some of that. I'm a big fan. It's really excellent as well.
You know, something like slight changes from batch to batch, I don't see as a
Yeah,
negative.
Kirk,
I
Tom's
see
a
it
really
as a
good
real
guy.
positive. You know what I mean? Because that makes me think so much of the flavor is coming from the tobacco. Because the leaf varietal the flavor of it will change from vintage to vintage, much like
Yeah.
a wine will change vintage to vintage. you could have the exact same recipe, but depending on what year the wine is from, it will give you a very different effect. And tobacco is a lot of the ways the same thing. Now, you can get a blend that is the exact same every time you smoke it because of the way they mix the tobacco, depending on the grades, and then also the casings that are used. Kind of like, every McDonald's cheeseburger you get tastes like every other McDonald's cheeseburger you get.
I just want to show you guys, Walt, here's some rum twist I had sitting beside the desk. I love this stuff. And the rum flake's not all that different, but it is nuanced enough that you should probably invest in both. If you like one, you'd probably like the other, but try both expressions because they're delicious.
Well, kind of along those lines, with the Nylon 9, with the Cult of the Serpent, it's the exact same ratios as the Steel Rail or the previous version, but because he sources all this small batch
Kevin,
remnants of stuff, it's different vintages.
I haven't mentioned that to Hunter yet, Kevin. By the way, Hunter, Kevin's going to send us some Nile of Nines, Cult of the Serpent, extremely small batch boutique, extremely limited production.
17 to 20-year-old Syrian Latakia.
Yeah.
It's got like 10-year-old Turkish. It's got all this all aged. It's unbelievable. Kevin's going to send us some of this, Hunter, and this is, how do you say, unobtainium. This is like simply stuff you can't get. Krabby, what was it, brother?
I said I can never get a hold of his blends. Every time I try, they're gone within minutes.
I hate to say I've almost wrote him off as like one of these people I can't get his stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
There it is, Hunter. We're going to have some for the podcast coming, man. This is some Nile Nines, Cult of the Serpent. This is the one, man. And I knew this existed. I kind of forgot about it. Kevin was texting me today and was like, "Hey, did you get that?" And he was talking about the Savile Row as well, which I was able to order.
That one looks really interesting too.
Oh, I can't wait to get that, man.
It'll be here Tuesday.
With as nuanced as they went with the vanilla, and on the Grey Woody podcast, they were saying you won't be able to smell it in the tin note or the room note. That it's just subtly enough to round it out. I'm like, oh boy, I'm your Huckleberry.
Stuff that I've had has been like all the Throgmorton, all the beef rock stuff. It's
right. I want to try that whole series, but
the Frog Overdrive is the one that I'm really wanting to try. The Vapor, because I hear a lot of great things about it.
Which one, Hunter?
Frog's Overdrive.
Yes. Okay.
And then they have Frog's Overdrive X now, which I think has even more Perique, if I remember right. Okay. But I've got a buddy who is in Long Island, who's a big Virginia guy, and he probably understands Virginia tobacco.
Jay Furman.
Great guy as well.
Jay's awesome. Yeah. Jay probably don't have the collection like this guy. Hunter's friend he's talking about, and holy moly, man.
Really?
Well, my buddy, I met him on the forums, and I bought a couple
That's the ones I'm banned from, by the way.
He has really great pipes like Costello's, Former, Yeti, really expensive pipes.
Wow. Okay.
And he smokes like McClellan blends from the 90s. And the thing is, he started cellaring this stuff in the 90s before cellaring was a thing. And so this is all stuff that he's collected over the years. He's not buying it ultra expensive off 10 bids, you know what I mean? Right, but he's a Virginia fanatic. That's mostly what he smokes. And he understands Virginia tobacco better than probably anyone I've ever met. And he smokes a lot of KBV's Frog's Overdrive.
Okay.
I didn't know that about him, Hunter. And I have
a
relationship with Hunter's friend he's talking about, but the stuff I hear about him, I place him on a pedestal, man. The guy's legit, and I don't even know him. Just Hunter's respect for the gentleman places him in very high regard.
He smokes one bowl a day, every day since the late 90s. That's what he does. One bowl in the evening. When he has nothing left to do, everything's done for the day, has no responsibilities left, chores are done, he just gets a usually a larger pipe. Since just one bowl, it's a pretty good sized pipe, and just completely melds into it. No distractions. Just for that 1 hour, that's his therapy. That's his meditation.
Yeah.
He's not someone that's gonna smoke a pipe while doing yard work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just love those stories of the guys that have all this really sought after tobacco, and it's just because they've been in the hobby so long. That was just their regular. They were buying it like we buy,
That's right.
C&D
Yeah.
blend or something. And
When they
Exactly
obtained it,
opposite.
it was common. It was available. That's right.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
I started smoking 2023. No, I'm sorry, 2013, not 2023. Sorry, 2013. And so for the first 2 years I was smoking, I didn't even touch a tin of tobacco. It was mostly everything
here.
from a local tobacconist, right?
Okay.
And then after that, I started getting into tins, and I was picking up the McClellans and the Dunhills and stuff like that. So I've got
Krabby, you're in Maryland. How far
I am.
are you from Boswell's? Currently?
I'm pretty far from Boswell's. When I go to visit my sister, she's up in the top western end of Maryland in a little town called Tawnytown. And that's about 15 minutes from Gettysburg. So I always stay in Gettysburg, which is another 15 minutes from Boswell's and Chambersburg. So I've got quite a few Boswell's blends. I've been there a couple of times.
So, Krabby, we have the exact same pipe story. I also started in 2013, smoking whatever I could find locally for the first few years. Then I started buying essentially tins off the internet. Wow, just wanted to throw that out there. That same time frame, same development, if you want to call it that.
But so now I've got like all the old Dunhills just sitting around because I don't smoke them that much. I've still got some of the original Frogmorton sitting around.
Hey, don't tell Hunter that, dude. Don't let him know.
Well, Robert and I told you the story about the lady that showed up at Pipe Club,
dude. That hall.
April.
Oh my goodness!
I still get sick to my stomach when I think.
Last time I went to Muletown, I picked up a tin of McClellan's Holiday Spirit for $30.
Yeah, that's what it was going for.
We were gifted a sample of Christmas Cheer, McClellan's Christmas Cheer from 2016,
2015.
Yeah,
so funny story. At last year's Muletown, Scott Rollins from Idiots with Class,
I smoked his Pastor Toby.
Pastor Toby's good stuff.
Man, it's been such a long time coming, Kevin. It was no disrespect. I felt like I almost did him a disservice, but I finally got to it, and I smoked it in his Idiots with Class 2500 celebration, Bird's Pipe. So
another great
I felt like it was finally appropriate, but I've been wanting to get to it. It was so good.
He's crazy because he has so much tobacco that
Scott,
he bought so much. Dude, he's
Robert's plug.
Robert
doesn't bad tobacco,
I don't know how much
right?
I can say, but he is buying a ton of this tobacco. So within 5 minutes of being on the floor at last year's Muletown, he already blew through his budget. He spent $700 something on 2015, 2016, 2017 Christmas cheer for his business.
Listen, it's really good. That Christmas cheer was phenomenal.
But the funny part is, so then the lady that showed up with all the crazy bins of all this sought after tobacco after her ex-husband passed away, and so it came back the next month. Pete had spoken with her and she gave it back to us so we can inventory it all and we could see exactly what it was. So we spent the whole meeting, we separated it all out and we made a list of everything that was there so she can get an idea of what she would get from a wholesaler and whatnot. And then we drew numbers and we each got to buy a couple tins at market value. Cool. So who pulls number one? Scotty. He had just happened to be in town for the night. His sister had a business meeting in Nashville. So he decided to come with her so he could hang out with me and Robert and go to Pipe Club because it was coinciding with that month's Pipe Club. So he was at Pipe Club with us. And this SOB pulls number one. And what's he do? He buys another tin of 2016 Christmas cheer to add to his collection. He's obsessed with it.
It's good stuff.
Great stuff,
I
though.
mean,
It's
he has
really-
good taste.
He does. He
That being
has
said,
so much
that being
stuff, dude.
said, and Scott's probably watching, or he's not far behind us. I have a bone to pick with him. While I was in my lowest of lows trying to find bourbon locally, and I could not find any Eagle Rare, thankfully, Lukester brought me a bottle to Muletown, but I could not find it to purchase at any price locally. You know, Scott does a group video with him, Jeremiah, Robert, and they're making old fashions. And they're like, "What are you using for your old fashioned?" "Oh, old Granddad 107, this, that, yada, yada, yada."
He's using Eagle Rare for his old
Scott's
fashioned.
like, "I only have 13 bottles. I'm going to make an old fashioned with my Eagle Rare." And at that point, I'm like, this dude, I've got
Dude,
my eyes on him.
Just to impress upon you what a good person he is. At that meeting, when he came up, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to bring you some samples of stuff to try." I'm thinking he's going to give me one or two things. He gives me an entire box of samples, an entire tin of Margate.
You're kidding.
It's right here.
Kevin, I'm glad you brought this up. Let me give another just experience point here. Everybody in chat, please go look up Idiots with Class,
100%.
formerly known as
already,
Idiots with Pipes. Scott and Jeremiah, I kind of had the wrong idea about Scott, to be frank with you. I don't know what preconceived notion I had about him. Like, I'm not sure what that was. But
he's a very quiet guy. You really have to spend time with him.
The point I want to make is when I met him in person at Muletown, my paradigm, my viewpoint changed completely. And I have been nothing but on board with supporting Idiots with Class since then. Guys, these are salt of the earth people. Really, really good folks. It was my good pleasure and luck of being able to meet them. And I would throw my hat out on the floor and go to bat for these guys. They are really good people.
Him, Jeremiah, Robert, I am blessed that I met them.
Good people. Good people, man.
The most solid guys you can imagine. And Scott will literally give you the shirt off his back.
I know.
The stuff he shared me.
He is so easy. He sets himself up. He sets himself up to give hell to. And listen, that EDC video he did last, oh my goodness, it's golden.
With the sword.
He had the saber. He had the saber. You know what was funny about this, Kevin?
He had a Marine NCO Mameluke.
I know. Dude, I was giving Robert hell. I was like, Scott's going to pull out a Civil War pocket reference guide. And then he actually went full with it. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, no, he is one of those. I equate him to, he's like a joke sniper. Like, he's super quiet, and then he just comes out with zingers. Like, he's amazing.
Sniper, I love that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because you're not like Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you just know what you're getting. Like, he's going to be funny.
No, you think you know where you're going to go with Jeremiah, and then that video where he won
with Garcon.
You know, he had one of his kids throw that cat within the frame of the video. That worked out so daggone well. Listen, dude, it worked so well.
I mean, it was perfect. And the fact that Robert didn't really give him much direction.
No, Robert left him in the damn blind, to be honest with you.
My favorite part of that whole video, when he opens up the box and he sees the medallion chain, he's trying to see the character and laughing at the same time, but he did such a good job. I mean, he really did with that.
Wait a minute. Hunter, are you and Dakota smoking the same pipe?
Almost.
This is a 221. Mine is an 03.
Okay.
His is more pot. Mine's more bent billiard. These were both gifted to us by Smokestacks. That's Garrett. They're both dairies. Mine was made in 2024. His was made in.
Yours was 26. Mine was 25.
Okay, mine was 26. His was 25. But almost the same pipes. Both gifted to us at the same times.
Just simply different bowl shapes is the only.
It's
difference.
subtle, but I mean they're almost matching.
Yeah. Cool.
So, Krabby, you were talking about having all these old Dunhill tins.
Yeah.
And that's actually, Dakota said I'd probably be jealous of the Frogmorton, and I am. But maybe a little bit more jealous of some of the old Dunhill stuff that's no longer being made. Dark Flake, for instance, Ye Old Sign, some of these old Virginias that were really great.
I've got four tins of Ye Old Sign.
Krabby,
Ye Old Sign was an old favorite of mine. I mean, I really enjoyed Ye Old Sign.
This is one of the ones. This is one of the ones when my number came up.
Kevin,
this is the first one that I got out of that collection.
Hold up! Pump the brakes, Hunter. You got to join a camp and like stay with it, and I got to be in my camp, and this can't happen. Hunter is a McClellan's fanboy. I'm a Dunhill fanboy. What's going on here?
This is when my number came up.
Hey,
this is the first 10 that I picked out of that collection.
Hey,
So
Kevin,
I've got a half pound of that.
Yeah,
Kevin.
And I bought it in bulk when I heard that when Dunhill was going out of business. I bought it in bulk.
My first premium pipe tobacco purchase was what you're holding in your hand, my friend.
Can you see the date? Is the date coming through on that?
2003. Wow.
2003,
nice.
baby.
So it would have been a year or two after that, but my first tobacco purchase online when I wasn't buying Carter Hall locally, it absolutely was Dunhill Nightcap was my entrance into premium pipe tobacco.
And mine as well. My first online purchase was Dunhill Nightcap. So I could give it to him now. I was already smoking a pipe at the time, but I was smoking other stuff.
I got some AKH Latakia Flake.
Yep.
I've got some
That's from
AKH Virginia
2014.
Yeah. I've got some good stuff too.
I think I have one of those laying around.
So much good stuff.
Got my Mixture 965. I've got
2 Dunhill tins of 965 left.
None of my Dunhill stuff is in tins though. All
it's
of it is
Dunhill. That's okay.
It's all jarred up now, but I actually had Frogmorton on the town, and I didn't care for it too much, so I ended up gifting that to someone.
Across the Pond is the one I would like to revisit, and I don't have it.
The Syrian Latakia. At the time, Frogmorton Cellar was like the first premium blend that I think I really got into. But my tastes have changed so much. I still really enjoy it, and I still have a little bit left, but if I could go back in time, I'd be buying different stuff based on what I prefer today. If that makes sense.
I have a really rare Peterson tobacco too that's called Wild Atlantic.
I remember reading about
that. Frogmorton that everybody talks about. Like, what's the original? Like, what everybody talks about.
It is called Frogmorton, but it's nicknamed Frog on a Log because
that's the one with him sitting on a log. Okay.
Right.
I think Frogmorton Cellar was the most popular out of all of them. Though.
Yeah, because it came with the whiskey stave in it and all that kind of stuff.
That's the only one I ever. Really? I remember purchasing that, and it was as common as any other thing you could buy.
So common, yeah. I mean, you could easily get it back in the day.
Across the Pond is the one I never had.
Okay, think about this. McClellan's 5100 Red Cake.
Really Looser said that, guys. Looser, thanks for stopping by, brother. Have a great night, man. I really appreciate you.
McClellan's 5100 Red Cake. They sold in bulk. You could buy it by the pound. It was readily available. People right now pay big money for that. That's a big brand that they try to find. At the time, people were using it to make their own blends as a blending component. You know what I mean? It was just like anything else.
Country Squire did that quite a bit.
Sure.
And I think Cornell and Deal might still have some somewhere. I don't know, but no,
it's a crazy thing, man. If we all had a crystal ball.
I know, right? Well, but like I was saying, when Dunhill was going out, that was like in 2016. I bought a pound of early morning pipe and a pound of nightcap. So I can tell you that with Nightcap, there's no difference between the old and the new, even with age.
Really?
But with Early Morning Pipe, there's a big difference between the two. At least in my opinion.
I know some people that would consider that fighting words, Krabby.
Maybe, but
I don't disagree with you. I don't think it's a huge difference. So, like, I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I understand why you would find a bigger difference in aged Early Morning Pipe because it's going to have a lot more Virginia in it.
It mellows out a lot. Yeah,
sure. So that, I mean, I think that checks out. That Early Morning Pipe would be the one that you find the most changing.
And don't get me wrong, I've got about 10 tins of the new Early Morning Pipe too, just sitting in my cellar because I've got smoking through the old stuff.
It's a solid. I don't know where everyone else would place it, but for me, Early Morning Pipe is like a solid light English. Like, that's a standard light English that, for me, a lot of the other light Englishes would be kind of compared to. I came to like Squadron Leader, like kind of like later on, right? I was already completely familiar with the Dozel offerings before I come across Squadron Leader and stuff. So, like, for me, I had a baseline completely set with like Early Morning and Ed 965. Don't get me wrong. I was already familiar with that as well. But yeah, dude, fantastic offerings and love
for light English. I have to say that I prefer Father Dempsey.
Get Hunter started, man. Whose skirt are you blowing up right now? Good Lord, get him going.
Father Dempsey's a great tobacco.
I like Father Dempsey actually, but Hunter's a fanboy.
I haven't smoked that in years. I've got some pushing like 10 years old.
He used to go on at nauseum. I'd be like, I would talk about like smoking like some kind of crazy deep freaking lat bomb, and he's like, "Have you had this Father Dempsey?" And I'm like, "You Virginia smoker." I didn't even know what he's talking about. You know what I mean? I'm like, "You're some kind of pussy smoking something else, right?" Father Dempsey's fantastic. At the time, I wasn't ready for it, but now I would kind of.
So you're saying I was just ahead of my time? That's all.
Yes, you are correct. I just didn't want to admit it.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question. Because all of this stuff, right? Like, it's what makes the difference? Is it the ratios? Is it the crop? The year of the
yes.
I mean, because there's only so many combinations.
Yes. Yes.
How can they be so different? You know, like, what makes the one blend so much better than another? The formula
is a certain aspect of it, and you're not wrong. So the formula is saying this much, this, that, and the other. Yeah, that's a thing to be observed, to be appreciated. The other thing is the sourcing, because between one brand and one blend and another, the sourcing is completely different. And then how they process the raw tobacco after they source it is an entire different animal, to be honest with you.
So that's like what you guys were talking about, I think, on the last podcast, right? Like the casings versus toppings and like what how they case it or how they top it.
Kevin, it is a nuanced conversation, but it's one worthy to be had.
Processing goes way further than just casing and topping.
Yeah.
There's a lot
of time. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is the type of conversations we go deep in on the podcast. Me and Hunter, we are tobacco nerds. We want to go really in the weeds, to be honest with you. And that's the type of stuff that excites us.
And it's kind of hard too, right? There's trade secrets that they don't tell you how their process are.
There's a lot of stuff being done behind the scenes that even if you're inquisitive and you're sneaky on the Google machine, you may still not be able to find out how. But you have
to go to the dark web. No, just kidding.
Listen. Craig, I haven't watched a snuff video in over 7 years, so
I wasn't gonna say anything, but no. But if you ever get
and
a
not
chance,
the stuff you do at midnight,
right. If you ever get a chance,
you
though, at Chicago or Muletown, sit down with either Greg or Jeremy.
Greg is
I've been on a journey to I've been collecting his stuff for the past year now. So
Yeah.
You say
I'm
Greg
stocking
Pease?
up on his stuff. So
many of his blends.
yeah,
Whose stuff you say you were collecting?
Greg Peace.
Greg Peace.
So
Love Greg's stuff.
I am opening next year, 2027.
Mhm.
I will be smoking a new GLP's blend each month, so I can
there you go.
explore the catalog. And I've got a few of them picked out. I haven't got all of them picked out, but I know for sure. I've smoked a few bowls of Quiet Nights, but I haven't really done a deep dive into it, like a review.
Hunter,
we go.
Hunter, real quick. I'm sorry to cut you off. Dirty Mufflers in the chat. Hey, brother, you have been mentioned, not directly, but several times tonight. I am smoking Rum Flake, and excuse me, my journey towards this was with Rum Twist, and I was introduced to Rum Twist from your sample, me and Hunter both. Dirty Muffler, I hope you're doing well. I need to text you tomorrow. It's so good to hear from you. I really mean that, man. Awesome to see you in here. And you're directly involved with what we have going on tonight. So I hope you're doing well.
My oldest Dunhill blend though is Dunhill Flake. I've got a tin of that that's 10 years old.
Nice.
Sounds delicious.
My oldest Peas blend is 14 years old.
With those GLP's blends, I've had a couple bowls of Quiet Nights, but I haven't really done a deep dive. But Quiet Nights, Westminster, Chelsea Morning, one of my all-time favorites that I haven't smoked in probably like 5 years at this point, Maltese Falcon, revisiting.
I love it.
Union's Flare, Virginia, that I'm a big fan of. Haven't smoked it in like 5 years.
Windjammer's a great one.
The
Windjammer's
Virginia,
one of my favorites.
and then Jackknife Plug, and that's only a few of them. I haven't
In
decided on the others.
2023,
Besides those.
in
Have you tried
2023,
the spark plug?
I've got Spark Plug.
two
Spark
different
Plug's
ones.
good. Yeah.
Jackknife, Spark Plugs, two different ones. In
No, I
2023,
was asking.
I got a tin of, was it Black Point? What was that called, Hunter?
That's what I was just holding up. So what I've been doing
In
is
2023, I got a tin of Black Point that was already bulging top and bottom. I was kind of worried about it at the time, but
so I've got my Haddo's Delight is bulging on both ends.
Yeah, Haddo's is good.
And the Jackknife I have is bulging on both ends. If you ever have a chance, try Windjammer. That's a good one.
We did a
Ellipsis is another good one.
It was fantastic.
I also enjoy Penny Farthing, which is another one.
Big fan of Penny Farthing.
I haven't had it yet.
But I've got a lot of his old. I've got a lot of stuff from him that I haven't opened yet.
I still have 110 of the original release of Penny Farthing saved up.
Nice.
But Hunter, I'm right there with you. So I've been putting all of his blends on my wish list, smoking pipes.
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I just got Charing Cross, Black Point, and Abington.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. So next year, when you start that, I'll do it along with you because
I want to get a hold
of Kevin. Awesome, bro.
I've put a lot of thought into it. So, like in the summertime, I'm going to smoke a GLP's, Virginia. In the wintertime, a Latakia. I'm starting off in January with Quiet Nights, and then slowly actually cutting back on the Latakia. So by the time spring rolls around, my palate isn't completely blown.
Good Lord. Hey, guys, real quick, we got someone in the chat. I did not recognize their name at first, but it's Text Chemist. And I know exactly who we got here.
I know who that is. Yep.
Hey, brother, thanks for stopping by, man. If it, at some further point in time, if we could talk about the plasma channel that lightning takes towards the ground and how it originates from the ground up, and that the relationship between the ground and the sky and the metaphysics involved.
Chambers where they do all the testing.
Listen, listen. I had the most intensive freaking conversation on the Beyond the Burrow Discord video with this gentleman. He's an actual chemist, and I was like kind of being tongue in cheek and throwing him curveballs, and he kind of afforded me, he's like, yeah, I'll satisfy you.
He
You
gave
know,
you enough rope to hang yourself with.
yeah, that's easy enough to say. But I went at nauseum with like we broke metaphysics, went into quantum mechanics, into like theoretical physics, and dude had a freaking answer. And I was like, I am not sober enough to actually follow. I'm so sorry. I want to know. Yeah.
You're making me want to start like a GLP's blend of the month club, something like that.
So
I'm right there with you, buddy.
the one I can't get my hands
Hey,
on
Sergeant
though is
Rocco's in the chat as well. Ross, Sergeant Rocco, my brother in arms. What's going on, man? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by.
the one I can't get my hands on though is Stonehenge, and I really want to try that.
I haven't had it either.
I might have like 0.25 ounces of that somewhere. Right?
That's like I have one flake of Christmas cheer left.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I've got like maybe a flake left in the closet.
I bought it in 2015 and I'm smoking it one day a year ever since, and so now I'm down to one flake, and that's it.
I've got a pound of H.H. Burley flake, and I'm going to smoke 1 ounce of it every fall. And actually, I'm going to smoke that on the fall. What do you call it? The equinox.
Oh, nice. Nice. The
Which I think
autumnal
it's like
equinox.
December 22nd this year.
Yeah.
That's when I'm going to open up that ounce each fall. You get what I'm saying?
There you
But-
go.
Yeah.
No, that might be kind of cool actually to do not to take from Mutton Chop Piper, but a blend of the
Okay.
month club. Every year, the 12 blends is dedicated towards a certain brand.
Blender or
Right.
And
Right.
like wintertime will always be English, summer will always be aromatic, August can always be burley. I don't know.
I don't like following these formats. I'm not against the formats, but like at the same time,
That's
I'm
because
like,
you're an outlaw at heart. You don't follow rules. You're not.
I'm a
an
lot of things at heart.
Well, I'm
Rebel
not saying
without a
that's all
clue.
you have to smoke that month. I mean, I've got like 48 blends open right now, and that's not guessing. Actually, no,
I made that
Tons of
skit
blends,
earlier, Kevin, and Hunter texted me. He's like, "This is genius." He's like, "The seasons are about to change. It's time for Latakia," and I'm like, "Yeah, but
Not yet.
you know."
Not yet, but
start to live in the moment. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the beauty of having that deep a cellar. You can
yeah.
pick and choose whatever you want.
But
you know?
like
That's me,
My
man.
entire
I smoke what I want when I
rotation-
want.
my entire rotation doesn't change on the season. Like I smoke mostly Virginias and Virginia Periques. But like
Okay.
in the wintertime, I try to have like 1 or 2 extra Latakia blends open. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then the holiday
Here's
season
the thing,
hits, and
guys.
then-
I never natively, in my own mind's eye, like follow the seasons with a
I don't
with
either.
a blend or anything. You know what I mean? Like it's not my deal. That being said, Hunter's like, fall's coming. Let's get into the burleys, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude! Like let's do
Nobody,
it. You know what I
nobody
mean?
tells me what to do. I smoke what I want. when I
Sure,
want, and
dude.
whenever I
I'm
want.
down
I
to
don't
smoke
care.
I'm
good
my old
tobacco
man.
any time of year. Naturally,
Get
to
off my
me,
lawn.
it doesn't hit me like that. Hunter's like, it's hot summer. Let's smoke a light Virginia. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? I love tobacco, so for me, it's a pretty easy thing. Hunter
I'm waiting,
does it
I'm
with
waiting to light up my taste of, or my maple shadows.
no, not Maple Shadows, but the Wilkie peanut butter and chocolate stuff. Keep telling me
I got
about
that.
it.
I got plenty of that, but I'm ready to
Well,
open up.
and
my
I don't know if
maple
you
shadow.
saw earlier, but Southern Roots just announced he's dropping his autumn English
Mm.
next
That
week.
ought to be nice.
Yeah, so I got on
I
the
didn't
list
see
for that.
that.
Gonna get 4 ounces of that.
Crappy,
Evan, I like
Crappy
your
has
your
a unique
Tolkien
taste in pipe tobacco, and he's turned me on a couple things. Some of them I've tried, some of them I've not tried yet. But Krabby Piper is an extremely experienced pipe smoker, and so he might just show up tonight and be like, "Hey, I'm like everyone else." But he actually has a very distinct taste and flavor profile that he enjoys, and he likes a couple things that are extremely unique. So his perspective for me is something that I respect highly, and is kind of nuanced. And whenever Krabby Piper here, I'm trying not to drop name outside of your screen name. Excuse me for that. But
Yeah, you can call me Steve. I don't care.
all right, Steve Krabby Piper. His flavor profile is one that I've known long enough to really respect, if that makes sense. If you've ever known another pipe smoker long enough that you're like, I understand like where he's coming from. Well, he's open-minded. He actually smokes a lot of stuff that I would not smoke, just to be frank. But when he talks about certain things and specifically has like guided me towards some of those blends, it's time to perk up the ears, listen, and he has an awesome reference.
I can give you an example of that. One of those is a tobacco made by Sutliff for Missouri Meerschaum called Taste of Temptation.
I've heard of that.
It's not, a lot of people will see it and think it's a cherry blend, and to some respects it is, but it's more of an amaretto blend than anything else.
See, I'm not against that. That's something I need to try, Steve.
It's not goopy like your Cult Blood Red Moon or anything like that.
Right.
It's just a nice burley based with an amaretto topping. It's a beautiful tobacco, and I've been collecting that every time I can find it.
Is that the one with the big heart on the?
Yeah, it's got the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and it comes in the bigger tins too.
So that is like a Valentine's Day theme to the tin, right?
Right, yeah.
Steve, that's one of the ones on my list. The Wilkie stuff. Chris is a big fan of the Wilkie stuff. I need to get on board. I know they do burley well.
They do.
I really need to order some of that, to be honest with you.
I need to get some of their new Dominion, because I have some of their old Dominion, and I really love.
Get Hunter started. There you go, Krabby. Get Hunter wound up.
That's Watch City. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Get Hunter wound up. Listen to what he's got to say now.
Ernie over at Watch City makes probably the best Virginias out right now. Big fan. I've smoked a lot of the original 2018 or 2019 Old Dominion, and when you get some age on that, it becomes just an absolute animal. I mean, it's just as good as it gets. So I'm kind of bulking up on New Dominion. It doesn't have that age thing going on. I think it will get there. It's a little bit breadier than Old Dominion was, but I never really had Old Dominion super fresh either. So we'll see how it develops, but age plays a big part into it.
Yeah, I think my Old Dominion's probably about 4 to 5 years old right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's kind of a good time stamp to smoke it, though, to be honest with you.
Like Old Dominion 25th anniversary, which is 25th anniversary, I guess, of Watch City. Rougarou is another one. Dakota and I were both big fans of Crumblebee.
I could never get a hold of that.
Crumblebee was incredible. Let me just say one thing. Crumblebee, for what it was trying to be, is S tier, Paramount, Apex, executed to the umpteenth degree. I don't know if anyone else has done anything as well.
And totally a shameless plug here. If I have time tomorrow, I'll be posting my review of Crumblebee. So
I hope you do.
Now,
I'm looking forward to it.
Burley age as well as Virginia, or does
Burley does not age?
Burley kind of stays flat.
It simply does not age in a general conversation. It does age. It's just not.
But really, for deep aging, it's mainly your
Virginia
heavy.
Burley will stay flat from when you buy it until however long you have it.
But it just typically does not.
One thing to keep in mind is when we're talking Burley varietal is very slow at aging with minimal transformation. But you can get a Burley blend that ages beautifully because it has a Virginia component to it.
Right. And it's really the Virginias that are mellowing out and developing with the sugars
one
and
other
everything.
thing you have to keep in mind is that Burley on its own won't age a whole lot, and what it does age is a very slow process. But Burley will take on parts of other blends, the oils, the sugars. Okay.
Yeah.
So it can soak up the sugars of the Virginia, take some of that flavor, and then that ages, if that makes sense.
Guys, I'm sorry. I got two things real quick. Sergeant Rocco says that a friend of his from Singapore sent him 170 grams of some Virginia mixed with oolong, which is a tea. I don't even know what he's talking about here. Sergeant Rocco is a complete animal. Couch fan on Instagram. This is my good buddy from over in Ohio. Love this guy. You guys have no idea. But anyway, I'm super excited for him. You guys were talking about the aging potential of certain varietals, and right when you think you got it figured out, me and Hunter at Muletown, we had a Virginia. It was a Player's Navy cut from the 1930s, almost 100 years old. That was just popped. We both got to smoke it. It was incredible. Okay, from the 1930s. Keep that in mind. It was not half as funky as Walt's Symphony Blend from the 70s.
You missed Chicago. I brought a tin of Half and Half from the 1930s.
Nice, Krabby.
Oh, it was so nice.
Right when you think you have something figured out, like straight Virginia is going to age so much more than something else or another, the conditions come into play, right? This certain tin was in this condition, that condition. It was hot and cold. It was hot and dry, all these different things. It's a one-to-one thing once you start really dipping into
I'm talking in generalities.
Yeah.
You know, like your Virginia's
in general age. Burley's in general, because of their low sugar content, they can age. It's much slower, much less pronounced, right? But
now, is that kind of the same with Latakias? They reach a point where aging doesn't really do anything.
Latakia is an Oriental with a smoke.
Right.
Yeah, and it'll mellow with age.
So
it's just going to mellow out. Latakia. It's going to age like an Oriental with the smoke presence.
Right. So you reach a point where it doesn't really pay to keep aging.
Virginia's is kind of the obvious one to age on purpose, right?
And that's because of the high sugar content, mostly. Is that really what develops as?
Virginia's, it isn't just the high sugar content. After a while, tobacco will kind of ferment. So, for instance, the blend that Dakota and I smoked from the 30s, Player's Navy Cut, was a pure Virginia blend. And it was very fermented, beautiful flavor, still had perfect moisture.
It was extremely aged. Hunter's not wrong. When I said that, I might have portrayed it incorrectly.
It was highly fermented, highly aged, but it still definitely was a Virginia blend.
Yeah.
The Symphony that we had from circa 1980, after only 45 years of age on it, no longer resembled what it would have originally tasted like.
This shit was some weird European cheese that has been cellared in Dragon's Lair.
Got real funky.
But one other thing to keep in mind is, like with Latakia blends, it depends on what you like. Some people like very potent, very strong, spicy, smoky Latakia. I love that too, but I love the taste of aged Latakia. And I'm a big fan of Greg Pease at GLPs. He's also really into aged Latakia.
He's the Latakia master.
You'll see that he opens tins of English blends from the 70s and 80s all the time, and he's really into it. And the other thing to keep in mind is in an English mixture, and it really is a blend.
How everything blends together, right?
It's a blend of different varieties.
Everything melts together, right?
Even though the Latakia may not age in the way the other things do, there's enough of other varietals that the blend as an overall will age drastically
together. Okay.
And I think of Burley as kind of like a bread, right? It soaks up all of the, like if you took a piece of bread and soaked it in your tomato sauce after eating spaghetti or something, it's more of a sponge, But there are some Burleys, depending on where they come from, that have kind of a chocolatey note to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have that cocoa.
Like there's one of my favorite Burleys. It's a straight Burley. It's from the Gatlin Burleyer in Gatlinburg. They do one called Burleyer's Blend. Okay. And it's just a straight Burley, but it's got a nice chocolatey note to it, even though there's no toppings or anything.
I know, that's in the natural flavor.
It's in the natural flavor of the tobacco,
Okay.
But you got me started, Hunter. Now I'm smoking my peanut butter and chocolate. My private label. See, it's good.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
But with the aging thing, it takes patience. But I think English blends age beautifully. I think most Burley blends age beautifully because there's enough Virginia in it. But I don't know. I've seen people open like what Steve was mentioning, half and half from the 40s, which I guess does have some Virginia in it. But these really old Cadre blends that have been sealed very well that do kind of ferment after a while. It takes a very long time because they slowly age. But the Latakia is the tricky one. People's on the fence. Either they love it or they hate it. Personally, I love an aged Latakia. Some of the effects of the Latakia does mellow, but in certain ways it gets better, and then the Virginias get better. But that's why I like to look at a blend as an overall.
When you age the Latakia, does it lose some of that smoky campfire?
Yes. Some of that over the top punginess
that
dissipates, but you gain something in return,
deeper,
right?
Like it's a deeper, richer. Okay, because that's what I was trying to figure out with the Cult of the Serpent that I just smoked with that 17 to 20-year-old Latakia in it.
With an English blend, it isn't the fact that you're going to lose a little Latakia, but the Virginias are going to get better. The Latakia will lose maybe some of the smokiness and potency. There we go. I'm sorry. But the Latakia will change. So when you first smoke Latakia, you're going to get a lot of smokiness up front and incense, but there's going to be kind of like floral notes in the background of the Latakia itself. And what happens is the notes that are up front and the notes that are kind of in the background, they flop. So when Latakia is fresh, the notes that are really
in your face, kind of punchy,
lessen, but the notes in the background become louder, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah.
The Syrian Latakia, though, is a little bit of a different animal.
Animal. Listen, Steve,
that's what I was saying.
Don't get Kevin started. He's got some packaged stuff.
He was talking about it, yeah.
Right, and that's what, because again, this is the first blend that I've had that's had Syrian, and let alone 17 to 20-year-old Syrian.
By the way, I've had Syrian before.
Can taste the difference between the Cyprian.
I'm someone that remembers Syrian. It's been a long time. I've had Syrian. It was not that strange of a thing back in the day. Now it's like...
Right, so you'll really be able to tell if this harkens back to the stuff you've had. For me, I just know that it tasted, to me, it was like a deeper, richer...
Right.
Like a meteor. I don't even have the right words to... It was like a more...
Hunter, you ready?
Experience than
the Syrian Latakia will get almost creamy.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. That's how I would describe it. It was like a creamy, deeper, like old aged leather.
It's like the head of a good Guinness, right? It's a nice creamy, nice, beautiful,
right. Yeah, like it lingers on the palate, and you really get that. Yeah,
and it'll stay that way.
All right, guys. Midnight on the East Coast.
There we go.
Time for some Rustica.
I really just expected Genie to come out of that bottle.
I know, right?
That bottle is so cool.
It's Pandora's box. Once I pull this tab, there's no going back.
Prepping mine. Give me 1 second, gentlemen, because I do not want to overdo it too badly again.
Last weekend was impressive, Hunter, by the way.
I was impressed I didn't die.
I thought you did die. I was like, it's going to take me 20 minutes to get to him to give him CPR. I don't know if he'll come back to life after this.
If you die, I call dibs on your Dunhills.
Just get to him before the cat does, Dakota.
No, the one I gifted him is coming back to me, asshole.
All right. 3, 2,
oh, good
1.
Lord.
I went light this time. I played around after last time.
I'm going to have to get some of that Took lime stuff so I can try that next week.
Kevin, one more thing I want you to remember about like aged Latakia. A blend or a varietal such as Latakia will age differently 25 years in a blend versus 25 years on its own sitting on a shelf.
Right.
Hey, Sergeant Rocco is doing the 6th photo tonight, so he is he's with us. That's an Indian white, Indian produced snuff, white.
Oh, from India. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's like the
Madras. Is that what it?
The 6th photo is like a classic Indian white, very talcum powder white stuff. It's hardcore.
Now, is that actually made from tobaccos grown in India? Is that?
Who knows? It probably has heroin in it. To be honest, I don't know at this point.
Okay.
That shit
That
is
part of the world
as
wouldn't surprise
sketchy
me.
as it gets. Me and Hunter
a
have
little
some
bit of
Afghan
curry
black.
as well. Right?
Oh, fuck me, man, dude.
Afghan
Seriously,
black
this
is
stuff.
straight heroin.
Kevin, me and Hunter have some Afghan black that is a little briquette that looks illicit. It looks like a drug.
Like straight tar heroin.
Black tar.
It's a little black cube, and we were just talking about it before we recorded the podcast. We're going to have to break this in, but for the shits and giggles and the views.
Does it send you into Shangri-La?
Steve, just the stuff we just did, though. Here's the thing. Good God, it doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah, I can tell by your face.
I'm trying to talk and my face is melting, okay?
That's why I don't do snuff. Anyway.
No, this is not normal snuff. A lot of stuff is like
really
very
sell
pleasant. This is not pleasant snuff. We're doing this.
I don't want to stick anything up my nose anyway.
This is not pleasant.
I don't know. Hunter seems to be doing pretty good. He seems to be
No, dude, my face is numb. I can't feel anything, especially this side. Dude, totally numb.
Now, is that stuff like straight Rustica? The stuff you just did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
With like warning.
It's abuse.
Warning labels like
Dakota. Is that a Timex watch?
It is.
Is it the Weekender?
It's an Expedition.
Yeah. Okay. The Expedition. Okay. Yep. I've got one of those.
I am a watch guy. It's my brain's not braining right now.
The Rustica, the Toke Rustica is pure Rustica tobacco, 8 times stronger than your regular tobacco, and it is made to be blended with other snuffs to strengthen them. It's not meant to be taken on its own. So, like what Dakota and I and David G and Donnie are doing is pure abuse. I mean, absolutely no way this is meant to be taken.
It's straight outside the parameters of
using what's available. Real quick, Gamecock is in the chat. He says, "Evening all. Golf Cafe Regal, and they little snuff for me. Stocking up.
Good one. I love that one,
dude. That's a beautiful stuff. Me and Hunter both have that one, by the way.
Stuff as well. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin,
the 1700s.
Kevin, they kind of started with that. They're using machinery that is
you were saying for like the 1800s or something. Old.
Listen, they're using machinery 100 years older than this nation still today.
Damn! Holy crap!
I'm not kidding, man. It's.
But you guys were talking about tea blends earlier, right? Mm-hmm. One of the ones that I really enjoy. I don't think you can get it anymore. It was blended by the Country Squire for Missouri Meerschaum for their 155th anniversary. It's called Rockin' Earl. And it's got it's a lot of Kia blend, but it's got a taste of Earl Grey tea.
Ooh, a little
Does it
citrus
have actual Earl Grey in it? Or?
I like Earl Grey.
I don't think it has Earl Grey in it, but
just has that flavor
a little dark citrus note. Krabby, I'm a fan.
I love Earl Grey tea, so I would be interested for sure.
Texas Chemist says, now Dakota hit the Rustica. It's time to hit him with a bunch of science.
Oh boy!
Listen, I'm not saying I'm good with science on a good day. I'll just be honest. I know enough to be dangerous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're pretty well rounded. I'll give you that. With your knowledge.
Doesn't mean I know what I'm talking about.
He's on the Rustica. Easy questions.
The description on this says,
cool packaging.
Yeah, it is. I like it. It's a neat little label. I don't know who did it.
It's pretty cool.
It says an aromatic blend of burley, bright and red Virginia, and a good dose of Latakia, tasting notes of Earl Grey tea, vanilla, pound cake, lemon zest, and seafood.
That sounds delightful.
Sounds
to be honest. Yeah, sounds great.
This is all I have left, so it's probably about an ounce left in there.
Well, it sounds delicious.
That's my second pouch of this. If they ever have it at Muletown, if you ever stop by the Missouri Meerschaum table and they have it at Muletown, I'd pick it up.
Krabby Piper, next year at Muletown, you're going to be a local resident, my man.
I will.
Oh, yes. Steve, when are you moving down, Steve?
I'm moving down in November.
November. Okay, perfect. All right.
I'll be down there in September to scope out a couple of places. We're going to rent an apartment or something like that for about a year.
Okay.
Until
That's
we can
what I
find
did
a
when I
plot.
moved down. I rented for the first year before I bought.
And then we're going to find a place to plot a home and stuff like that. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. That's going to be excellent. Cool.
Can't wait, dude. Muletown 2027 is going to be lit.
It's going to be lit.
I've learned lessons from this last one, so like I have a little bit of guidance moving forward.
I didn't go to
the Dottle snuff.
Yeah, yeah.
No, don't stay up. This is my most important tips. If anyone wants to go to Muletown next year,
go Friday night is one of the.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Don't stay up till 4 a.m. Friday night.
Yep.
Drinking bourbon in the hotel parking lot with your favorite artisan pipe maker.
Well, no, now you're going to be up at Robert's house drinking bourbon.
Yeah, listen, Friday night did not end, and then Saturday morning, me and Hunter went to the Awful Waffle, and dude, I had the biggest platter of breakfast goodness, coffee, and then we went bourbon hunting. I'm like, Hunter, let's go looking for bourbon. We have nothing available at home. We were in a liquor store like exactly 3 minutes, 37 seconds, and I'm like, and I didn't want to say nothing, right? I'm that big tough older brother. I'm not gonna say shit, man. I'll shit myself right here. I don't care. Hunter looks at me and he's like, "Bro, we're gonna have to go back to the hotel." I'm like,
well, all right, if you need to,
you know, I'll suffer through it for you, man.
We found out why the meal was only $12.
There you go. There you go.
Now we had a blast, but honestly, not joking, only partially tongue in cheek, we have a bit more appropriate approach next year going into it, man.
And we'll see. We'll see if they try to change anything. Because the crowd is only going to get bigger with all the hype that's been getting.
My biggest advice
over the top last year, I couldn't imagine.
My biggest advice from Muletown: be prepared to spend more than what you think you're going to spend.
I think that goes for every pipe show.
Kevin's advice is right though. Go on Friday because you can hit the vendors before anybody else.
But
I was able to get the Muletown blend. I was able to get all the stuff that was sold out by the time guys got in.
One exception to what I just said, and that is Dakota, because I think Dakota spent more at the Buc-ee's than he did at Muletown. Not kidding.
It's not hard to do.
Acceptable.
I've never been over Buc-ee's. I went a little full retard.
They're opening a new one, Steve, right in Murfreesboro.
That's what I heard.
Should be opening in a couple months.
And I'm happy that they're opening a In-N-Out out there too.
I'm not impressed.
Really?
Nate King will kill you.
I know the fighting words, but
that's his cult.
I went and I didn't understand the hype. I was like,
some people like it, some people don't.
There's like 3 things on the menu, and I was like, this is it. Like
that's what I like about
an elevated Wendy's burger, but it's not anything earth-shattering. I was like,
am
I missing something? Or
don't be talking about Wendy's. Your Captain Burley slice will kill you.
No.
I'm a Wendy's fanboy. I really am. Give me a number 7.
It's fresher than Wendy's, but the thing is with it is you gotta really know how to order. That's the thing, right?
Yeah,
if you just get
I don't want to have to go to a place and know their secret menu.
It's not secret though anymore.
I mean, they had everybody. You could get a hamburger or a cheeseburger, fries, and a Coke. Like that was the only thing.
It's just like Five Guys. It's the same thing.
Burger joint. That's all you're supposed to.
Five Guys is much better. It's just a lot more expensive.
Yeah, my wife loves Five Guys. So. See, I think part of it too is like I went out in California 2019, and and in 2016, and I took my wife with me when I went 2016, and she and I went to an In-N-Out, and she didn't like it, and I loved it, But the reason is because we've had Five Guys here for so long, our palates got used to Five Guys.
Yeah, which is a good burger.
It's a good burger.
It's expensive as hell.
It is. But they don't skip on the fries either.
No,
I don't mind paying for
French fries.
But
Yeah, I don't think they're terrible.
Listen, I paid $7 today for 3 shrimp.
Well, yeah, that's true. So,
dude, I like it there. I would have been.
but it was tempura, Dakota.
The best thing though is when you get the fries from In-N-Out, you have to get them well done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're soggy. And
Yes.
Guys, I live in such a backwoods type area. Whatever you get, you just need to be freaking happy with.
Where you live, everything's got coal in it anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're
lucky if kissing cousins aren't making the food on the grill. You know what I mean? I'm only somewhat joking. All right, guys, I'm going to have to shut this thing down. God, I hate to. I love each and every one of you. Big day tomorrow. Big day today. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Krabby Piper, don't be a stranger, man. So good to see you in here.
I'm always strange.
Well,
Steve, I'll see you when you get down here, buddy.
Yeah, man. I'm stranger than most.
But you have oddly specific taste that I am all about. So
you know why?
Give it to me.
My palate is a lot different than a lot of people because I have what's known as a geographical tongue.
You got one of those ridge tongues?
Got a buddy with one of those. The fissures in it.
Let's see that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see
I'm not sticking out my tongue. No.
Stick that shit out.
No, I'm not doing it. Anyway, so my taste buds are a little different than everybody else's. So that's why I get different flavor profiles.
I appreciate your standpoint on everything. I've always respected your palate. I didn't even know you had a Rocky Mountain tongue.
I do.
But I've always appreciated your viewpoint.
Which is better than Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
My wife just woke up from sleep and said something about, do you have a tongue like a cat?
No. Their tongues are like sandpaper. My tongue has fissures in it, so it looks like the surface of the moon, basically.
Makes him real popular with the ladies.
Yeah.
Kevin.
I'm taken. Sorry.
Beyond being awesome to us, thanks for being part of the conversation, brother.
Love you guys.
Listen, bro, I appreciate you being part of the conversation. I love you as well, man. Let's do it again. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Kevin, are you on Instagram by chance?
I am, bud.
Winchester Piper.
Winchester Piper.
I'm going to follow you.
I don't know if I have you on.
I'm pretty sure I follow you, bud.
I probably follow you. I cannot remember everyone I follow.
No, there's so many people that follow you, dude.
I am going to send you a message about the GLP's blends for next year.
We're going to work something on board, dude. I am on board.
I might even do a video series. We'll figure something out. This might be like a team effort on on this one, but like I kind of want to do something with this. I think it'd be cool.
You're the Winchester Piper.
I'm following you.
Got you.
Okay.
Because there's other Winchester Pipers, but he is the Winchester.
I am
Piper.
That's right.
That's right. I get so many Instagram messages like, "Hey, are you in Virginia? Are you in here?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because every state has a Winchester. It's
just like every state has a Springfield.
Right. Well, exactly. So it's either it's either the rifle or the town, or it's like
right. Like, well, if you ever are in Winchester, Virginia, there's a nice little tobacconist down there called John B. Hayes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Stop by. They're great guys.
There we go. All right. Cool. Well, yeah. But no, guys. Like I said, I appreciate and everything. You know, I understand. Like I'm like you, Dakota. Like when people send you stuff, I'm like, Like Scott is so generous. He just sends you so much. He gave me an entire tin of Margate in a sample box.
Nice.
Kevin, I don't know if the words to reply to someone that's been generous. You know what I mean?
It's hard, man. I get it. But just understand when I tell you, like, I get so much back from it because then, like with the cigar and with this blending, like when I hear you guys smoke it, enjoy it, dissect it, that's feedback for me, and I learn from that. And
Kevin, have you tried Beer Fridge yet?
No, I have to get. So I have to stop by and get some. But everybody's raving about them.
Yeah, let me know when you taste it because I'm looking forward to tasting one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord!
Everybody I know
Give me turn on to something else. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys,
With the
everyone,
coffee and
thank
smoke.
you. Thank you for
All right,
stopping
guys.
by. I love each and every one of you. Steve,
great live,
Krabby
buddy.
Piper, everybody, check Steve out.
pleasure.
He's on Instagram, Krabby Piper. Kevin,
I am.
the Winchester
I'm also on
Piper.
YouTube, but I have no content. So
He's available. Send him feet pics. He's
There
lying.
we go.
Kevin, the Winchester
Sell 'em for
Piper
extra
on
money.
Instagram. Thanks for hopping by, brother.
All right, brother.
Alrighty.
See you,
Take care, guys.
Take it easy, buddy.
Love you all in the chat. And good night.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Good night.
And as always,